Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on your current time zone, and welcome to the Dr. Mario Championship February 2026 Gold Bracket. My name is John Dat Flindo. Joining me in just a moment is going to be Sergeant Saros, and we have 6 round 1 matches for you today, followed by our entire of round 2. First up, we have our number 1 seed, Dawn Vineyard versus our number 16 seed, Larva 12. This should be an interesting match, and I'm going to bring in Sergeant Saros to tell you a little bit about it.
Yeah, these two are they're not accustomed to facing each other. These guys are quite accustomed to the tournament in general. They have both been around here for a long time. They've won championships. Larva is a four-time silver champion. Don Vignier is a two-time gold champion, numerous times runner-up. So these two know exactly what they need to do in order to move on to the next round after this.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is only their second matchup. Dawn taking that first matchup 2-1 in July of 23 in round 1. They met as the 2 versus 15. And so here they are in the 1 and 16. Dawn going up a spot, Larva going down a spot. That said, 2-1. We've seen Larva take a crown before. But that was 3 years ago, and Dawn has seriously upped his game since then. But then again, so has Larva. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see her take at least one crown, if not the whole match.
Yeah, we have seen Larva do really well against those who are quote unquote better, if you want to go by the seeding, because really when it comes to top 16, there is so little difference for the most part between us. You become very compact that really anyone can overthrow anybody here. So I'm looking very forward to seeing how this goes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we do have readies from both of our players. We have Dawn playing on Fever High. Shout outs to Team Fever. We have Larva playing on High and Off. And here we go, our countdown 3, 2, 1, and pills as we kick off our Saturday. Larva going to be out of the gate first. Interested to see what she's going to do with that double yellow. She had some opportunities to take this tuck right there. She goes for it, but a lot of blue on top of this board. She's going to need blue very quickly to progress.
Yeah, and Zazu is very centered towards the middle of the board, low on the sides, high in the middle, while Don Vigneur's board is, let's see, one, two, three, four, six viruses in the left three columns. It's a very right-heavy board. It's going to make for very unique play styles with both of them, but Larva has done an amazing job. She's gotten so much blue early on, which is not something you can say very often, but it helped her clear out almost all of that blue at the top of her board.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit more diverse here for Larva. Still going to be a little bit of blue and red that she's going to have to work through. Meanwhile, peek over at, excuse me, Don Vineyard's side of the board there on the left side of your screen, down to just 9 viruses remaining, needing yellow though, and not really getting it. I like this setup that he has here in the center of his board. Gonna be able to do that, and it's that's actually the clear that I didn't see. He had something else in mind, and he is just done a great job. Now just down to 3. Gonna take this horizontal, well, 3 now with that horizontal blue. Now just needing 3 yellows, and he will be out. But getting red rushed, knowing that he's got 1 yellow coming up, but it is going to be Larva out first at a minute and a half.
Yeah, it looked a little bit concerning the fact she had 9 viruses left at one point and no yellows as Don Veneer is out at a 138, but she managed to use the yellows she was getting in order to help build up towards a horizontal the reds in the bottom. Did a really great job. Though she's looking at another similar issue here where there's not a lot of yellow beyond the at first, but she opened up a lot of blue at the top. And again, look at the middle of her board. There's in a 3 row area, there's a whopping 4 viruses. Well, on Don Vigneur's side, there's no real blue to speak of on his board at all, and none that he has access to. But what a beautiful move to clear out some viruses and get access to it, John.
Yeah, and these are some really interesting boards for both players. Larva's been working through a lot of blue at the top. Don Vineyard just trying to find any setup that he can because he's got so much red and so much yellow that he's having to work through. and just up till just recently really hasn't had anything useful that he could use. Gonna need a lot of red to break through the rest of this Sarge, as Larva has a 9 virus lead and now up to 11.
Yeah, this is looking very favorable to Lava's as Red Yellow help her finish off her level. She is out first at 254, while Dawn still got 9 viruses to go, and not an easy way to take. Well, we will once he gets that red blue right there. Any red really will help out at this point. Just waiting on the reds, no knock most everything down here. But Lava on her side, again, not real access to yellow early on. It's been a consistent issue, but it has not slowed it down. As look at this amazing combo by Dawn just to clear everything out at a 318. Very good match so far.
Yeah, I saw Don setting up for that, and I knew he was just waiting to get everything where he wanted it, and then get that trigger pill. But that does leave him still with an 11 virus deficit against Larva, who really wanted that double red 1 pill sooner to be able to drop those blues and yellows down and make some more clears out of it. But as it stands, she has 15 viruses remaining, now 14, maintaining that 11 to 12 virus lead over Dawn, who is needing a lot of red. And this red yellow, absolutely perfect for him. Gets a horizontal, drops down some vertical blues, gets a clear there. And this board is starting to look better for him. This red yellow here, really nice. You'd love to see a double blue now if you're Dawn. Not going to hold out for it, which is the right call.
Yeah, Lava is just tearing this board apart. She's getting everything she needs. She is just bearing down on it so hard. She just needs really, here's a yellow. She just needs a blue now, and she will be out of level 8 at a really good time here. 535. Again, still about 8 to 9 viruses ahead. And yet again, not a lot of yellow at the top of her board, but really it seems like that has worked in Lava's favor throughout this entire matchup.
Yeah, and now we see Don Vineyard just waiting for one more blue. It's going to be a 453, about an 18-second differential here between our number 1 seed, Don Vineyard, and our number 16 seed, Larva 12, who, gosh, that she is just needing so much red right now. It's the story for Larva has been I need blues, I need blues, I need blues for the first 3 levels, and now it's gosh darn it, I really need some reds, and not really getting any until right now. But she's doing a really nice job. But it's given Dawn a chance to actually just briefly take over the lead here. But Dawn needing a lot of reds of his own to be able to progress through this.
Yeah, this is getting to be a frustrating point for Lava. She has gotten what I think 5 red halves in the past 30 seconds here. She's just spinning her wheels, not able to go anywhere. As this RNG has just been absolutely horrendous for her. Finally getting a chance to get some stuff off the board, but this has allowed Don to not only take the lead, but he has setups to clear up most of this board really quickly. And I'm pretty sure that was a misdrop, unfortunately, by Larva, which really could not have come at a worse time. But sometimes those things just happen, as Don just needs pretty much reds and a couple yellows at this particular point to finish off his level.
Yeah, that's definitely not what she wanted, but this is one of those times. This is one of those boards for Larva where I just say this game really just is not fair. Come on, game, give her what she needs. But again, a testament to Dawn's play, being able to just hang in there and make a comeback. Even this board for him wasn't great. But it does look like, and it is going to be Dawn first out at a 642. Now you see Larva shaking her head. I definitely don't blame her. That's one of those boards. You're like, come on, I had this much of a lead, and you're gonna do this now. Come on, game. And she sees the writing on the wall. Just gonna go ahead and top out.
Yeah, that I understand how she has to be feeling right now. That's one of those level 9s that can get underneath your skin, because she had that one and RNG just went, I don't think so." But what she has to do, which I understand can be difficult at times, clear your head, refocus, and just focus one match at a time, because if she plays like that again in this next match, we could very easily have a decider still.
Yeah, and Don looking like he's having some cat interference over on his side. Wonder if we could get some, maybe a little cat cameo on Larva's side. Possibly, possibly. But we have readies from our players and a 3 and a 2 and a 1 and better pills for Larva, hopefully in that level 9, and great pills for Dawn too. Let's have a match here.
Much more balanced board for Love, and she's had still not a lot of it's actually very few yellows on her board as a whole. Meanwhile, over on Dawn's side, is a whopping 4 blue viruses, 2 of them at the very top of the board, and again, almost nothing on the left side of his screen.
Larva had a double blue. It made me really sad because she could have gone for a tuck and for a long kind of upside down T. Didn't go for it. It made me really sad, but it decided to do her own thing, which is perfectly fine. But here we go again with Larva dealing with gimme blues. And this entire board for her is now kind of evolved into some kind of right-sided heaviness, and I don't love it for her. But and it's really not much she could have done about it. It's just the way the board has panned out here. But she's doing a nice job doing what she can. As we see Dawn just setting up for this massive cross clear, does leave him with a little bit of yellow garbage on top of his column 7, but is going to be able to clear that out pretty darn quick here, Sarge.
Yeah, pretty much at this point, oh, he's going to have to get one more blue here. That's all he needs to get out of this level, and there it is. He will be out first at a 123, though Love is not going to be too far behind. She saw the double red, changed her plans just slightly, just needs one more blue, just needs one more, okay, one more blue, Doc. There it is. She'll be out about 10 seconds back at a 138.
Yep. Oh, Did was that a top out or an AB start select on Don's side?
That looked like an intentional reset on to me.
Which I believe is not allowed.
Yeah,
We'll have to get a judge's ruling on that, but I'm pretty sure I saw an AB start select.
yeah, we'll have to get a review on that afterwards. But for time being, we're going to continue calling this match here as Lava right now has opened up about a 4 virus lead, but again has fair amount of blue she needs to the right side of the board. But at least this time she has access to pretty much everything. But Don on his side has 3 red viruses out of 21, and it's definitely an interesting board to be certain.
Yeah, and Larva's done a really nice job here, getting to just getting through this board. I would love to see a red blue for her. Get that faculty. Here it comes, Fat Log, Fat Log. Here we go. And now just needing reds and yellows to clear this board out. And let's see if she goes for this undertuck. If she gets a couple more red yellows, she'll have it fully well in hand. I don't think she's gonna wait for that third one. Yeah, she's just gonna tuck in that red, blue, yellow, whatever color it was, and that's exactly the right call. 310 for Larva, with a lead over Dawn with that reset.
Yeah, and fair amount of diversity at the top, though. That double yellow took off a few of the yellows, giving means she only has access to 2 more now. Has a fair amount of red throughout the board. Couple double opportunities near the bottom, but it's going to be a little bit more spread out than we've seen in other levels for her. As Don just needs, looks he's going to build upwards to that yellow because well he waits for blues. Just needs 3 more blues. There's one. There's the second. And one more. He is out at a 344. About 16 viruses behind Larva right now.
Yeah, and Larva, here we go again, needing blues. Oh, but I love this combo from her. Really, really nice combo there. Blues and reds right now are going to be the saving grace for our 16 seed here. Just doing a really nice job, though, navigating around everything she can. Peeking here now over at Dawn's side. A really nice L, yeah, to drop into a combo there by Dawn.
This over here. Look at the Larva this part. It's an amazing drop T.
Oh, I'm sad I missed that.
Thankfully, you can catch these on demand later on both here on Twitch and on YouTube. So if you didn't miss anything exciting, you can still catch it later.
That's absolutely right. I believe we have exclamation point YouTube. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube, go ahead and check that out. And hello and howdy hey, if you're checking out the VOD on YouTube, we love you, we appreciate you. But Larva now just one more yellow, gonna get out of here 454. And now we have Don Vineyard waiting for some blue, waiting for some yellow. Come on, Doc. Any blue will do. Ideally, well, he's just going to manufacture that double blue, drop it into a huge horizontal and an interesting little garbage vertical clear of the reds. 515 for Dawn. As it stands now, it is a 7 virus chase down for him. And this is what we saw in the last game. Larva had the lead, and then Dawn was able to pull ahead. But then keep in mind there is that that AB select start that we saw. That I'm not sure what the ruling is going to be on that, but just stay tuned, and we will find out if that's going to even be a difference. If Larva's just going to win this outright anyway.
Yeah, she's doing a great job. She's had a lot of combos. She's able to think things out horizontally and vertically, left, right, and center. I guess that makes sense with horizontal and vertical. But another beautiful move by Dawn as well, a horizontal into a big vertical there. Make it so it's only about an 8 virus difference. Right now, the biggest thing for Larva is the fact she's only got 2 red viruses left in that traffic light over in, oh, she's going to take care of most of that traffic light in column 1 right there. But look at all this blue that she's going to need to finish off this level. Nobody will ever want to see this.
Yeah, and I just want to make a quick comment about that play that Larva made on the left side. She saw the double and that it matched what was underneath the blue. She knew that she just needed one more blue to clear that out. Put the double on top, which may have looked like a misdrop initially, but knew that was going to drop down and be useful as it dropped down to the bottom part of her board. So very, very good play there by Larva. And with this final red, she clears out at a 651. And folks, we have our third decider of the month already.
It's been absolutely amazing here. The performance that we have seen out of Larva today, and if I'm Don right now, I'd be a little bit nervous as Larva has really had his number in both the matches so far. So, we could see a colossal upset in the making here.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you are watching on the VOD, not here in our Twitch chat, judges indicating that the start select resets are not specifically mentioned in the rules, but will be in future drafts. So thank you for checking on that. And we do have readies from both of our players. Get your caws in the chat. The crows are being fed once again in 3, 2, 1, pills.
Now it's time for Larva to have a mostly right-heavy board, and Don's much more even. I would like to have a little bit more access to red. Is right there. He now no longer has easy access to red. He can
Oh,
maneuver around to get to it, but it's still not ideal. As Larva right now looks like she's kind of run out of room for access to blue, and the pills not really going in her favor. She needs a beautiful swim by Larva to get that yellow pill out there, but she needs access to blue and fairly quickly.
yeah, and Larva had an early misdrop, which she was fortunately able to get out of pretty quick, so it hasn't hampered her too much. But yeah, with nothing at all on this left side for Larva, her entire board is in columns 5 through 8 now, and she's gonna be dealing with some drop time here. Drops into a garbage horizontal clear. But she's really doing the best that she can with this board that she's been given. Looking at the board though, she's got some really nice opportunities to clear some stuff out quickly, as Dawn just needing reds at this point to get out of his level 6 first. Just 2 more reds, gets it in the form of a double red. 1, 2, 3. That is how you get out of Sesame Street and into level 7.
But Larva is not far behind at a 131, which considering how difficult it was to get access to blues for the longest time is actually really good. Though speaking of having trouble with access, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yellow pills out of 21 for Don, and he only got a couple of them at the top. He's gonna have to do a lot of work where he's just using yellow as creative garbage if he wants to get through this level quickly.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the story on both boards as Larva has no access to blue right now. At the top of this board, the majority of her blues are going to be more mid game and end game situations for her. But looking at Don's board, he's really chopped through this pretty darn quick here. Down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds and 9 viruses remaining. But again, one, two, three, four, 5 of them blue, and there's no real way for him to take any of these together. Gonna have to hope for a lot of blue here, maybe even a blue rush, which is not really that common at all. But fortunately for Don, he is getting those blues so far. Oh, and there's double blue. Just gonna need one more and 248.
Yeah, right now, looks like Laura's just waiting on blues. That red blue will help her out a fair bit here, but she just needs 2 yellows and a yellow blue afterwards be perfect. Note again, there's yellow blue right there. Thank you. I'll send you my address later for the check. Out at a 308.
Yeah, it's about a 20-second game here as I peek over at Don's board and his entire top line is blue. We've seen in the past the blue just really being a total hamstring to our players. We've also seen in the past Larva with a glow of blue on her face. I can't remember if she ended up winning that match or not, but that was really fun to see back in the heyday, long time ago. But Larva really now needing Reds to clear this out, and not sure if she's listening to the chat, but I saw her nodding her head at something there. She's probably just happy about what pill she was getting. Dawn's still needing a lot of blue here to progress.
You got an L yeah earlier and then an excellent double red right there. Yeah, she's saying she's listening to the stream. Uh, as right now, Don's got pretty good control of this board here. Just really needs blue to advance the rest of this here. Love is in pretty good shape as well, but she needs a couple of reds and just the ideal spots to make a lot of this get complete accessible right now. Meanwhile, it looks like Don just needs 2 more blue pieces. There's one. Oh, almost misdropped that. That would have been catastrophic, but got to it at a 432. Larva is still 7 viruses back, but if you take a look at how things are set up, she's not going to be that long behind if she can get some red, which is really being the key issue right now. Is she has just been struggling for red here.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of with Dawn's guest appearance in the background, that misdrop would have been catastrophic. As Larva out at 458, moving into this final level of our decider, it is 27 viruses for Dawn Vinier, our 1 seed, 40 for Larva. It is a 16 virus chase down for Larva, who has so much red and so much blue on this top line. But peek over at Dawn. His top line is all red, all yellow, most of them yellow. Which fortunately for Dawn, yellow tends to be one of the more frequent colors that does show up in the game. But you just never know what this game is going to give you. And right now, it's given Larva pretty much everything she needs. She's brought this down to 16 virus differential. And again, Dawn needing pretty much only blue to clear this out. As Larva continuing to battle back here, is Dawn going to get the pills he needs? He's got to be careful as he's moving up to the top there, but just going to need 2 more blues now. There's one, and where's that other one? With this last one at a 6-12, he takes the game and the match. Will be going on later on to round 2 to face the winner of our next match. But GG's to both of our players.
Yeah, it was so close for such a long time here. It really did look like Larva was going to take it, but just a little bit of unfortunate luck at the end there. But 6:35 is still a very respectable time. GG's to both of these competitors.
Indeed, indeed. Well, folks, stick around. We've got another great match for you. We're going to be right back with that. This is the DRMC. And welcome back to the DRMC. John Dat Flindo here, joined by Sedge Sergeant Saros, but we actually have Gridley here in the booth, bringing you our next matchup, which is Luke's dad versus Betty B plays G's here. And yeah, this is a matchup between our 8 seed and our 9 seed. The 8-9 always very close. And Gridley, we saw Aaron, aka Luke's dad, throw down a pretty impressive qualifier this month.
Yeah, he's been playing great. I saw him in the competition last month, and he is really on fire. I think he's going to give Betty a show. Although, we all know Betty has a really strong performance. I could see this going either way.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were just talking behind the scenes in the booth about some potential future matches, and just taking a brief look at the bracket. If we could have a potential Luke's dad versus Luke later on in the weekend, which would be really cool. But if he wants that to happen, he's got to beat Betty first. And Betty, very good Dr. Mario player, both in speed and in versus. This is their first matchup. We have no idea how this is gonna go. And Luke's dad's still fairly new to the scene. I would love to see this one go to a decider.
I absolutely would love to see this one go to a decider, which means whoever wins the first one, I'm rooting against.
And apologies, I didn't have chat up. We have both of our readies here, and we will get our countdown in 3, 2, 1. Pills.
Pills.
Sorry, folks. I'll remember to change tabs over next time. Keep an eye on that. Here we go. Luke's dad out of the gate first. Oh, and had an opportunity for horizontal. Didn't take it. Perfectly fine. Doing some really nice work here already is Aaron. And peeking over here at Betty's board. A lot of red, a lot of blue that she's trying to work through. Her board is looking a little bit more split, where Aaron's is kind of clumped more in the center, but it's a little bit more closely even than Betty's is.
I agree. The Betty's made good use of what she's had though, so maybe it's a good pill set for her. It seems like there's going to be some tricky links for Aaron down below, and I think Betty's making better work of what she's been given. Oh, look at that tuck. Beautiful, no drop.
Yeah, and now Betty with that horizontal setup to drop down. Really nice play there by Betty. Picking back over at Aaron Luke's dad, we have a long horizontal setup, and oh, I love what he did with that blue
Beautiful.
red to give himself the platform. Really nice play there, but it is Betty out first at about a 114, 115. Didn't see the exact time there, but Aaron now just needing 2 more yellows. There's one. Here comes the other one in a form of a double yellow, 136. So about 20 seconds or so here between our players as we go into level 7.
8 viruses. Betty's board is pretty good. I kind of like the way the setups are. Aaron's board, it's kind of sporadic. I don't know for sure how he'll find a way to work through this.
Yeah, nice drop triple there for Aaron. Bringing this down to only a 7 virus differential here. Betty with that really nice red blue brings this down and now is into single digits with her viruses. Oh, look at that drop into a horizontal, and she's got another horizontal setup here. She was setting up for a horizontal on high horizontal on that blue. Since dropped that down. Oh, but a misflip. She wanted that yellow blue flip the other way to drop those blues down. Now she's gonna have to clear out this red, and she can't really get to the horizontal that she wanted because of the way the pills were. or the garbage was. So she's gonna have to do. She's gonna have to make this a drop clear. That's gonna give Aaron a chance to close this gap a little bit.
Yeah,
As Betty out at a 255.
4 viruses. That it was 7 at the top of this one. One more red for Aaron to get out here, and then we will be sitting at just a 3 virus difference. Very good.
Yep, and Aaron also now dropping that timer differential to about 17 seconds. Where was it? About 20 seconds. Coming out of level 6, so he has closed the gap just a little bit here time wise. And peeking over at Betty's board, just needing so much yellow Gridley.
Yeah,
But I love what she's doing here. Nice
great
little
tee.
nice tee. Yeah.
She passed the undertuck on that double yellow to save it for the tee. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah. Well, she is Betty G. Betty B. There we go.
50B plays G's. The B stands for Betty.
Indeed, it does. And Betty just doing a heck of a job here with this level 8. Definitely, yep, gonna take that horizontal on the yellows. Curious what she's gonna do. Okay, I see what she's got cooking. She's going
Yes.
for a couple horizontals to drop down and get the horizontal on the yellow at the bottom. Now just trying to find a way to open up this blue access. I think, yeah, she's definitely doing that now, is going for those that to clear out the reds horizontally at the bottom. She's, well, now she's going to need yellows or yellows colors, reds, yellows, blues. She just needs everything right now to open that up. Accidentally takes a clear, but had a double blue there ready to go. 452 now for Betty as she goes into level 9.
Aaron is just being
Oh,
not having a fun time with this left side. This yellow red cluster has just been giving him all sorts of fits, and it's so frustrating to watch. I'm like feeling for him.
yeah, and he had that red blue mist drop on the right side of his board. Wanted the blues on top so he could just drop some stuff right straight down. Unfortunately, and now he gets the double yellow because of course he does. After he already set up the red
Yep.
yellows, it's a
Ah,
538 here for Luke's dad, and a 17 virus chase down. And Betty taking some drop time, but a really nice combo there, and really not too much garbage. She does have some garbage on 1, 2, or 2, 3, and column 7. But now that garbage is not garbage, as she is going to set up. Is she going to set up this tee? We'll see. There it is.
yeah. And the yellow on the bottom. She was waiting for that red yellow. Yep. Betty, just her downboard vision is very good. Working tonight. Working tonight. I guess it's anybody's given day.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. And actually, Betty wisely not going for the fat log with the reds and the blues that were on the right side, because she
Yep.
knew she had some blues that were stacked up together, and we're going to be able to take those together. Uh, Aaron now, on the other hand, 640 as Betty gets out at a 630.
37.
And about 18 viruses behind Betty. Betty does take the first game, but Aaron's had a heck of a run here. Just ran into some RNG issues that really were just painstakingly rough for him. You hate to see it, but hey, we still got at least one more game here. Aaron can definitely pull this back and force us into another decider.
What did I say at the beginning? Whoever wins the first one, I'm going to be rooting against you. So sorry, Betty. I'm going for Aaron. Luke's dad. Letting it fall and it keeps clearing. I love it.
Yeah. It's like he's just gonna get reset here. Here we go.
All right, bring us some
Yeah,
pills.
and just now noticing Aaron playing on medium CP while Betty playing
Oh,
on high. That
yeah.
does give him a little bit more maneuverability with his pills, which I think if that's what you need, then I think absolutely go for it.
Well, and it only affects the gravity of the pill, not anything else about clearing or anything. So if you can maneuver better with medium, that do your jam.
Absolutely, absolutely. And here we go. We have our readies and a 3, 2, 1 pills.
Pills.
We have cartridge and controller versus pills and viruses and a Dr. Betty. I love that both of these players have their own little avatars on their screen. It's really, really fun to see.
Luke's dad's is great. I love that. Like it was made in mid 90s Windows Paint.
Yeah. Anyway, here we have Aaron needing red. That's pretty much all you can say about this board. Aaron needs red, and he needs it yesterday.
Yeah, lots of it. And Betty is making quick work. She's going to lay this. Oh, that's so perfect. That yellow L was awesome.
Aaron still needing red. Starting to get red, but would really like more red. Oh, this double red gonna be perfect.
Oh,
Is he gonna go for it? Yes, gets the tuck into the cross clear into a vertical drop, I believe, of some blue viruses. Really nice play there by Aaron. But Betty, 101
crucial.
out of her level 6.
101.
Holy cow, that is
Mm,
fast.
mm, okay, but we know what Aaron's capable of. This is a good chase down. Let's go. Give him the right stuff. Where's the blue? Where's the blue?
Yeah, Aaron got all the red he needs now. He just needs blue. And one little yellow, but that yellow's not
And
gonna be
one
too
yellow.
bad to get. Let's see which way he prioritizes the
Yep,
blue.
perfect.
Absolutely the
Yep,
great call to make here. Out at a
good.
135, 34 seconds difference. Not completely insurmountable yet.
Just 10 viruses, and these yellows are way stacked up on the right or left side here that he can make quick work of them if the doctor provides.
Absolutely, absolutely. Would have loved to seen him actually put that yellow blue vertically with the blue up in column 8 because he had a double yellow come next. Would have been able to take out a horizontal and set up that blue to be a little bit more efficient, but still great plays that he's making here. And
Okay.
he's actually with some hamstrung RNG that Betty's been
Oh,
experiencing, he's actually brought this back to just about a tie game. Betty
two.
really needing red.
Yeah. And up high with that blue hanging out underneath those reds that are, cattywampus. This could be a little tricky.
Yeah, Betty's board is just so vertical. You see all this drop time which she's dealing with, and each row of that is going to be a quarter of a second that she's losing to drop time. I would love now to see Aaron. Well, he's not going to get all of the reds together, but he is going to be able to get 2 more. And he, folks, is going to be out of level 7 first at a 307. And Betty does pass that with 6 viruses to go. Oh, Betty had an opportunity to get a yellow T there on the left side and open up some opportunity to maybe de-sandwich those blues there, but she had another
There it
plan
is.
and out of the
326.
326.
Yep. Okay. Very close. 6 viruses. What a great segment there by Aaron, making quick work of what he's got going on here. The that blue and that middle of his yellow block is just kind of a thorn.
Yeah, Aaron needing a lot of yellow. Um, Setting up for this blue horizontal. I love that. Go ahead and take the garbage. That's okay. You're going to be able to clear that out pretty quick, and it's exactly what he is doing now.
No, no.
Betty with a bit of garbage here. Reds and yellows. She has the opportunity. A blue red would be ideal for her. I don't know if I'd wait for it. It's not a pill that likes to show up a lot, and she's actually just manufacturing that here.
Just
And
just
wow.
putting on a show. Come
Yeah,
on, Betty.
that was great by Betty, and she's only 2 now 4 viruses behind Aaron here, who makes a great tuck to get a vertical red clear. Wow, both of these players just doing a tremendous job here with some really interesting boards.
Yeah. 3 viruses. Betty's made a well, 5. Betty's made a little bit of a comeback, and her board is not too bad. If she can get the reds she's going to need, the yellows are only accessible from the bottom at this point.
Oh, no. Aaron
Oh,
with a
oh,
misdrop, but it's really not too
this will
bad 'cause
work.
he's able to build
Just
up and clear from under it.
and take the drop. Okay, into 9
There's about a
at about a
5.
514 somewhere in there.
Yeah, something like that.
And Betty
And
just
Betty now
needed
just
one
needing
more red.
there it
There it
is,
is.
523. So it comes down to level 9 for this crown. Aaron with a little bit of garbage and a lot of red and yellow that he's needing to progress to the center of this board. Betty, fairly diverse,
Betty,
although
such a great double yellow she just had.
yeah, a little more blue on the top line than I'd like to see for Betty, but she's worked her way through it. I like that clear by Aaron. Just go ahead and take out the garbage. It doesn't clear any viruses, but it opens some stuff up for him. And really nice job there. Gonna go ahead and take a little bit more garbage here to get down to his board. This
This
is
is
so
to the
close.
wire. This is
It's
to the
so close.
wire. Betty's got these yellow hangers, and and Aaron's got so much yellow on this right side, but he's gonna get rid of a lot of that right now.
Yeah, but it is Betty now with a 3 virus lead. I gotta
11.
Aaron's got to address this red on the right side of his board, and he's going to do that with that
He
red
does it.
yellow.
Betty's down to
Bet-
4. She just needs red and blue.
With Aaron almost with a misdrop, but is able to get around it. That I'm really concerned about that yellow at the bottom. He opens it up though. Who's going to get what they need first? It's going to be Betty. All she's got to do is drop down this yellow. There it is.
There it is.
702 for Betty wins the match.
What a
Wow.
match. Look at that. Look how tight that was. 6 seconds?
6
Whew.
seconds.
Very good. Very good.
In our first sweep of the month, Betty takes the game. But great fight by Aaron, Luke's dad. But hey, we have even more Dr. Mario coming up for you. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. This is the DRMC.
All right, welcome back to the DRMC. This is Gridley. We're bringing you a match with Luke and Tomahawk, and I'm joined by legendary Packy619. Packy, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. It's been quite a day for racing and doesn't stop here. We got a
Yes.
couple of really good players here.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. We just saw Luke's dad, and Tomahawk is no slouch here. Oh, wait a minute. Is he slouching? No. Straighten up, Tomahawk. Get your neck right.
Yeah, he's getting. It looks like he was playing 20 plus to warm up.
Yeah, 23 on high. Just showing some prowess. No big deal. No, this is going to be a good one. Luke's dad just made a great showing. I thought he was going to bring that one back. Luke is going to be trying to get back to his semifinals from the past two monthlies that he's done. And then what do we have? We just talked to Flindo. Tomahawk's beaten Flindo, Don, and Frank. So both of these players have amazing potential.
Yeah, Tomahawk started to gain a reputation as a bit of a giant killer. So you look at his 12 seed and it's like, just throw that seed out the window. You better take this guy seriously.
Yes, sir. All right. I think players are ready.
2, 1, pills.
Pills. I always like to look at these starting boards. Okay, we got blues across Tomahawk's side. Luke has
I like that
some
opener
good
from
blue
Tomahawk.
clumps. Yeah.
Yeah, it's there's not a lot of access to red on Tomahawk's side right now, but I really liked his opener.
Yeah.
It's just kind of helping to unlock everything.
Got a lot of blues across the middle, but he's making use of what the doc's giving him.
Yeah, and right now he just needs a whole bunch of blue and red so he can start attacking the right-hand side of his board soon, because that's going to become a problem if it stays there too long.
Got this horizontal blues going to help a bunch. Meanwhile, Luke, he's got a three virus advantage and very clean. He's got a red tuck on the left side whenever he gets to it. He's going to set up the yellows across the bottom, looking very clean. Luke down to 6.
Needs a fistful of red is what he needs.
Yep.
And he's starting to get it. One of those double red rushes would be great right now. But he's getting exactly what he needs, and he's going to be
There
out
it
at a
is.
117.
Yeah, very good. Very solid. Tomahawk also needing the reds, but with a couple of blues to go.
Yep. Takes the horizontal. I like that. Yeah, that's just classic vertical play right there. That's all you need.
Yep.
Looks like he's just setting up to minimize drop time.
Undertuck for
And
the drop time, exactly.
So about a 30-second difference, or 20-second difference, pardon me, between the players going into
7
level
virus
7.
chase down.
Well, I wouldn't call it a chase down until you're at the final level, but this is level
Oh.
7, so.
Fair enough. Hey, I'm still learning the terminology. No, this is good.
We got a lot of lingo here to account for, so it's perfectly understandable.
Luke's board looking very clean though. I don't think Tomahawk's looks bad, but Luke's very clean.
Yeah, Luke's board is one of those boards you can eat prime rib off of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so quick.
Yeah, Luke
Yeah,
is
and getting the pills he needs too. Oh, he missed the red yellow. He made the smart decision seeing the yellow double yellow. Oh man, that was fun. Tomahawk, meanwhile.
Nice tuck cross from Tomahawk earlier, motoring through this level 7. pretty efficiently. He's going to be out
Yeah.
of here pretty quick.
As soon as I
About another
glanced
one of
over at
those.
Tomahawk, he got that cleaned up in like a matter of seconds. Wonderful.
Yeah, Tomahawk is also a versus player. He's got that versus pedigree, and one of the things you really got to know how to do as a versus player is clean up garbage in a hurry.
Yep. You know.
I know. I was just playing Swung about a week ago.
Oh, wasn't that great, Genesis? Oh, that was great.
Yeah, it was.
Oh gosh. Luke making good work of this. 15 to 23. Level 8 can be a game changer.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
some call it the curse of level 8, but so far for Luke, it's looking really good. Looks like he's just going to set up the double simultaneous clear right here,
Yeah.
right in between. There he goes.
You know he can make that move.
And he's going to have a nice D-sandwich and clean out the blue virus
Ready.
as well.
Get the tuck on the red. Tomahawk
417
is
out of
not
level
going
8.
away. Tomahawk is not going away, but now he will have that chase down.
Yeah, and it's going to be a pretty decent chase down, too. This is still a decent chunk of viruses left in 8 here.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's got it very well under control.
Yeah. He's just not getting the cooperation he needs.
Oh, sudden last second
There it
adjustment
is.
attacks column 1 because he sees the red yellow to attack column 8 with.
Yep.
So he does a 15 virus chase down.
That's that speed mentality that I don't have, where I would have just gone for the combo.
I mean, combos are fun. Let's not get that twisted, you know?
And they just look so nice.
I mean, everybody wants a little swag in their play. Don't get me wrong.
For sure.
But you definitely want efficiency.
Yeah.
And it looks like Tomahawk is starting to spot some horizontal. Oh, I love this play right here. So, yeah. Nice drop across there. So he's narrowed it to 5 or 7 now, but
maybe he heard
made
us.
it a game.
Yeah, this is good. Making good work of this board. Luke has this red. He wants the D sandwich on the right, but he's got the blue underneath and sets up the yellow for a horizontal. Wow, he is playing this very well. Gonna take the red horizontal, and then that's all I need. This double will do it. Out 614.
Very good by Luke. I was looking at Tomahawk's board, curious as to how he was going to attack the center of his board, but then I looked over and Luke's done already.
Yeah, he made such quick work of the end of that board. It was really pretty. Good play by both.
Nice tuck L there by Tomahawk.
Yeah, now he's ready. I don't need to finish this. Good job, guys.
So game 1 to Luke. We got GGs all around.
Yeah, tremendous. Good play.
We got readies. We are set for game 2.
All right.
This is match point for Luke. 3, 2,
3, 2, 1.
Heads.
Pew, pew, pew. I like Tomahawk's board. Luke's got a lot of blue on the right side.
Luke's setting up for a horizontal on those reds, and he's got to do a little bit of digging to get to it.
Yeah.
But now he can build on this yellow virus in column 2 to get to it.
Oh, and then he'll drop the reds down. No big deal.
Right there.
Yeah, beautiful. That was nice. That was really nice. Nothing but blue and red, so yellows mean nothing to Luke now. Meanwhile, Tomahawk's all yellows except for this one red and 3 blues, and all the yellows are blocking. He can't even access that red yet. He's got to build around. Just needs a lot of yellow. Oh man, Tomahawk is
Man.
getting no love. Luke out at 113.
Yeah, and Tomahawk
Tomahawk
shaking his
still-
hand because head because his plans did not work out as expected.
Yeah,
But he does not want to waste any yellow right now.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, gotta make all use of the yellow. He's set up. He only needs the 3 for the top one and the 1 for the tuck, but it's just taking forever. The dock. Now he's gonna still need the reds to drop this blue down. Okay, finally out. It's all right, man. Shake it
149.
off. Shake it off.
Yep.
Luke's got a funny spire. He brings that down. Not exactly sure what caused that, but he dealt with it just fine, like you would expect.
Tomahawk's board getting red rushed now, and that means that all those red viruses on his board are just going to evaporate. I like that play because that sets up the T so he can minimize his garbage that he has to worry about. But his board still has a decent amount of garbage on it, so let's see how he attacks this board.
Yeah, I like this yellow
like that.
horizontal setup. He's going to do the blue horizontal setup here.
Oh,
this is
here's a
perfect.
big one. Bam.
Yeah, perfect. Meanwhile, Luke, look at what a nice, pretty drop into 8 at a 248.
Yeah, Luke putting his foot on the gas and not looking back. He is
Ooh,
zooming through these levels thus far. Looks like we got a little bit of a
little freeze up.
yep. And a red rush for Tomahawk. I like what he did with it. He pretty much used every pill he possibly could. And I like that he's trying to expose the rest of column 8 as soon as possible.
Yeah, oh, what that was a nice tuck. That was a quick move. I'm always impressed when
Ooh, that
oh man,
Tomahawk playing with fire there up at the top of level 7. Ooh.
The down press. Ooh.
Yeah, that was nervous time right there.
Nice drop there for the horizontal
Wiping his
yellow.
brow, he knows he was playing with fire.
I wonder if maybe you could tell me. Okay, so yeah, Luke's still playing. He's back.
Alakazam, and he's out of 8.
Yeah. Alakazam.
This level 8 for Tomahawk right now looking really clean. Decides he's going to go for the horizontal, but then builds up in column 6 a little more than he probably planned to. A red-blue would be great for him right now.
Yeah, that would be perfect to stack on the left side.
Blue and everything else right now. Oh, here it comes. There it goes.
Oh, beautiful. Gosh, you just love to see it.
Tomahawk trying to stage a big comeback here and starting with level 8. Needs a couple more blue to get out of here. There's one
more.
And there's 2. So
Yeah.
out of 508, he goes into level 9 with a 14 virus chase down.
Luke's board is a little cluttered. I think he'll manage it just fine, but wow.
He's not getting any reds to get that horizontal. That's the problem.
Yeah,
he just goes ahead and Yeah, he takes the first red he gets because he's tired of waiting.
Yep, exactly. I know the frustration, my friend.
Oh yeah.
The no, but he's navigating it just wonderfully. I think he's gonna have these blues horizontal eventually. This red cross pattern there, he sets that up. Just look at, see, he just has such good vision. Tomahawk doing his best to catch up. Brought this back. We're only 7 viruses apart. Wow, Tomahawk
Bam.
really, really
Bam.
putting the foot down.
But Luke
Wow,
is out at
622.
622, and that is game, set, match to Luke, who advances to round 2. GG's to
Guys,
Tomahawk. Never an easy out.
gonna go ahead and finish this out. Very good. 639. 639, respectable time. Guys, great match. Packy, thanks for joining me on this game. And we'll be bringing some more action. I think you're coming on again for the next match, but I'm going to step out for a little bit. This has been the DRMC.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the February 2026 edition of the Dr. Mario Championships Gold Speed Bracket. I am Packy619, and joining me in the booth for this one to call it is my lovely wife, Larva12.
You're trying to give my name away to everybody.
I might have done that on accident a time or two already, anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. No problem. We are going to have our 4 versus 13 matchup. Floyd 1977 versus Archer Lewis. Anything you could tell me about these two, Packy?
Floyd has been around for a long time, and he is the current 0 to 10 world record holder. He is one of the best in the business, and he is a big time veteran of the community. Archer is a very strong up and coming player who has put together some strong quals, has had some silver bracket runs as late as last year, and has worked her way into the gold bracket.
Yeah, they've been doing a great job
Sorry.
in the community. I know that they come from Betty's community. We've had a lot of people come from Betty's community, and we love to see that. We love, especially the two of us meeting through this community. We love to see other people come in, people's friends, everything like that, and it makes it a really good experience.
All right, so it looks like our players are still getting set. Both of them are playing without any music. Floyd is playing on medium, and that gives you some additional maneuverability for your pills. You can do some pretty crazy maneuvers and swims on medium speed, while Archer is playing on good old high speed.
Yeah, Floyd has been a medium player, I think, as long as I can remember. I think he and Frank have almost always done that. We have a 3-2-1 pills, and we are off.
Looking at these early boards, there's a kind of a steep staircase kind of build for Archer early on. Nice T into a drop combo. That was an L, really. See, Gridley, none of us get all the vernacular right.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, Miss Lightning Thing.
I do that on purpose.
Okay. All right, nice horizontal clear there. She's got this nice layer of horizontal action going on. Sorry.
Floyd is setting up for this really nice gigantic play in the middle of the board. There he goes. Bam. Floyd is down to 5, but Archer is going to be out at a 106.
That is a smoking time. He is just destroying this seed so far.
Floyd just needing those 2 yellows. Bam, he will be out as well.
At a 120, that's a very respectable time. Game is far from over, but these two are not pulling any punches.
Archer's board, I do notice there's not a whole lot of blue until the bottom of the board. So that might be an issue. We'll see.
Yeah, there's just a cluster of red and blue plaguing this board right now. There's only a couple of yellow viruses, so he needs a lot of red and blue.
Speaking of blue, needing blue, Floyd has a lot of blue on his top line. You see that several of them are packed together in doubles. Really nice. We love to see it.
Yeah, Floyd's board. He's starting to get some of the blues he needs. He could use 1 yellow, and there it is. But
I can tell that Archer comes from Betty's community. Ask me how I know.
Because of that.
Because of that. That is a Betty setup if I have ever seen one. We love you, Betty.
And I like that he's deciding to go with the vertical clear here. Floyd is the first out of level 7. And Archer's going to be out shortly. He's got a 251. Oh, and look at this setup. Oh,
Oh, beautiful! Everything the Archer needed.
Yeah, I was.
Game. You did me dirty, and I'm glad that you decided to change your tune, and you're not doing anybody else dirty. Thank you.
Yeah, Archer had a lightning log set up, but clearly was looking at the other side of his board, and Now look at that big old horizontal clear. This is a 2-virus. This is a 3-virus game right now. This is anybody's game. Got the T set up. Here it comes.
That's wonderful. Everything's set up. There's really no garbage aside from those yellows, which are going to go now. There is no garbage on the board. Floyd is also extremely clean. We got, what do you say? You could eat steak off of it?
Prime rib.
Prime rib.
Specifically. But I mean, it is.
Shows how much I listen to my own husband.
It is steak, so you're not wrong.
Well, no, I'm never wrong. Both of them need reds. Floyd added a 412. Archer, one
Couple
more.
reds, and he'll be at an 8. And there it is. 423. This is close. This is just a 2-virus chase down. That's nothing.
Well, I like that Floyd's RNG has been not the worst to him. He did not have red on that top line. Reminded me of one of mine where all I had was red and blue on my top line, and I audibly said something at the beginning of the level. It might have been gross.
It was some kind of sound effect that was very much related to that. That's all I can say about it. Some nice clears by Archer here. Nice T. He's fallen behind by 9 viruses, but looking at this endgame board, it looks really good.
Yeah, but we know Floyd, he speeds through, and he has had a lot of very good RNG where it has said, okay, you need red? Okay, I'm going to give you red. Oh, you need blue? Okay, I'm going to give you blue. So Floyd down to his last red. There it is. He's out at a 535.
That is a smoking time.
And
Not much.
Monster is not far behind at all. This is still very, very good, and against most people like me, this would probably win.
Archer's got that fat log set up on the bottom of his board. And
Here it comes.
Bam. John Daff Flindo giving us the emote. Thank you, John.
612.
612. That is not a bad time.
That's a
at all.
very good time.
Right, so both of our players are going to get set for game 2. We got one ready from Floyd. And we got it ready from Archer. Excuse me. 1 pills. So Archer is first out of the gate, looking at.
Yes, I saw that potential horizontal the second that board opened, and I said that I wanted them to take it. I also would love. They want it too.
Here comes.
They want
big old T.
that big old T.
Might be thinking twice about column 7 there for a moment, because it was kind of a sequential situation that he needed to deal with there. But so far, Archer is tearing up this board.
Mm-hmm.
And wants to take that red first. There
Yes, you want to take the red first. It was positioned the right way. I'd go for the blue first, and then you can easily get that red.
Right at a minute. Archer not playing around. Ooh, love that quick.
Doing a lot of horizontals. That's another thing where I'm like, yep, this person comes from Betty's community. There's a lot of horizontals. A lot of, how you say, horizontal magic going on.
Yeah, but it was a pretty quick horizontal at that. Just
Mhm.
not a whole lot of complicated setup, just quick and efficient, just the way you want it.
Mhm. Floyd's gonna be out at a 133. I know he's not happy with that.
So Floyd working with a 12 virus deficit, but it's early. Archer sets up the
Archer takes
horizontal.
takes the drop time, but realizes that they can get a pretty easy um another pretty easy horizontal right after that. Okay, mostly on the right side of his board, there's that one red in that column 2. Now it's gone. Bye-bye. Oh, de-sandwiching. I like that.
I like it too. I just
Oh, okay.
okay. I mean, there were only 2 yellows on the board, so
We'll work on colors tomorrow.
yeah. I'm learning. All right, and Archer's gonna be out of here in 246.
But if you look, Floyd has done a lot of work in this level specifically. Hesitates for a second because he's trying to think about how he wants, because he's got those 2 horizontals right next to each other, on top of each other. So he's trying to think how he wants to do this. Here we go. Perfect.
There we go. That's what.
And now he
that's
just
what
needs
Floyd
one more
is.
blue. There we go. He's out at 315.
But a big drop combo from Archer, and he is going to work on this level 8.
Floyd is down by about 12 viruses. This is not insurmountable considering there are 2 levels with which he can try to come back. We'll see.
Yeah, but right now Archer working through those horizontal clears on the bottom of his board.
I know that he wanted to tuck that. He paused a little bit to try to tuck it, and it didn't tuck. It's okay, Archer. I've had that today where I've said, I want to tuck this, and the game says, no, thank you.
Yeah, Archer getting a lot of yellows that he doesn't really need, and it's kind of hamstrung him at this point. But now he's starting to get what he needs and starting to dig his way through. Still has a half a dozen virus lead.
Yeah, and Floyd is out of blue. There are 14 viruses left on his board, and he is out of blue. No more blue. Game, please. You can only be mean to one person per day, and that was me, so you can't be mean to Floyd. That's the rule.
Looks like we got a drop T set up here on Archer's side. And Archer just needs a few more blues to get out of this level 8.
Yeah, but Floyd needs one red.
Floyd's going to be out first out of 455. Archer just waiting for a couple more blues. But Dr. Mario can only find hot dogs in the drawer.
510.
So an unfortunate RNG endgame there, but this is a nice L clear to start off his level 9.
Floyd originally wanted to take those horizontally, but game didn't like that, so he changed up his game plan. Got it done as efficiently as possible. Now he's getting a whole bunch of yellow.
There's a lot of double clear potential on Floyd's board that's going to make this level 9 a bit easier for him. I'm not sure if the doc was quite so generous with Archer, but he's starting to dig his way through. He's down by 7 viruses. Waiting for this one for the lightning log.
It is a 12 to 15. It is really coming down to the to the absolute end game. So we'll see that double yellow, great for Floyd.
Oh, look at
He
this
is
setup by
free
Archer.
and clear. Woo.
What a setup by Archer there. And extending the horizontal so he can get the virus out of that column. And right now he just needs a fistful of pills, but Floyd's done at 6:47 and takes the series 2-0.
Waiting.
There it
And
is.
7:06. 7:06, 7:07 for Archer. GG's to both Floyd and Archer. Floyd, we will see you later today. We will take a short break and we will be back with our next match. This is the DRMC. And welcome back to the DRMC. We're still in round 1 of our February speed bracket. Again, I am Larva12, and joining me is Ook the librarian. How are you today, Ook?
Hey, Larva, can't complain. Enjoying a lot of really good Dr. Mario, and looking forward to seeing a really good match here.
Yes, we have our number 3 seed Adelito versus our number 14 seed T Pullman, who was pulled up from our silver bracket. Normally we see Adelito in the 1 seed. It's a little different seeing him in the 3 seed. How do you feel about that?
It's not that. He just had he got his 1840. I mean,
Mhm.
it's not a time that is rough for him. And I mean, Packy and Don just had really good runs. I am
Mhm.
going to correct you though. Pullman is in the main bracket of his own accord. He pulled a
Oh,
1769, got a PB this month. So he earned that spot.
that's on me. I misread that.
That is okay. I might
Sorry,
have
Pullman.
I might have kicked that into the notes myself accidentally. I did not. Okay, just checking. But yeah, it's gonna be a good match. I think this is the closest Adelito has ever played somebody geographically.
Yes, I believe Pullman is somewhere in Europe.
Yes, he's in Germany. That one I
Germany.
know.
Okay. I I wanted to say Germany, but I watch a lot of Tetris and a lot of players are from a lot of places, so I wasn't sure if I was confusing Pullman with somebody in the Tetris community. We have our readies and we have our 3, 2, 1 pills.
Oh wow, big double yellow for Adelito to start this board, and looks like it's a double yellow rush.
Ooh.
So gonna be looking for a double blue to finish it up. There it comes. Meanwhile, Pullman, really good pills to start him off as well.
Yes. Well, now Pullman, he only has 5 blues left of the 22, and they're not really accessible. He made
Not at
one
all.
accessible, but that's not too great. So started out great, but I'm not so sure right now.
Yeah, he's playing with a little bit of fire here, but really good tuck. On high speed, that is not the easiest play to make. So congrats on pulling that one off. Meanwhile, we look at Adelito, who also doesn't have a lot of blue on his board. Isn't too worried about it though. He's got a horizontal setup that he's trying to delay, but the doc keeps giving him blue. But he really needs to take this red out first, and he knows that. So he is setting that up now. Has everything kind of the way he wants it. This double blue going to clear that out, but it's 5 to 8. And with the right reds and blue, with enough red coming in, Pullman could really pull into a good position here.
Hmm. But you see, Adelito set everything up so you could take that yellow horizontally at the bottom. He is out under a minute 30.
Oh, and it's the agony of defeat in Pullman's eyes as you saw he had a double red, and it was going to pull off this amazing T combo. It didn't tuck properly, and it hurt him. It hurt him in a very real way. He's still, I mean, you can still see it on his
Yeah.
face. But anyway,
Hurts
he's
all
pulling
of
out of it.
us.
Yeah, he's pulling out of it. Everything's gonna be fine. He's gonna get it right here. But yeah, he really wanted that play.
He is out just under 2 minutes. And Adelito already down to 13 viruses. He is flying right now.
Yeah, Adelito gonna get a good play here. He's trying to figure out when he's going to make this horizontal with the yellows. He's got to build a bridge up to it, and looks like the time is now. As he may be thinking about trying to get the blue as well. Looks like that's the play if the RNG cooperates. Okay, yep. He double thought it and ended up with a double yellow rush to finish things out. That's the second one he's had in this seed,
Mm.
and it was very fortuitous to come at the time it did.
Yeah, sometimes I do call it like Adelito RNG. I think he has good RNG coming from someone who has really terrible RNG, but he also plays phenomenally. So I just want you to know that, Adelito. I don't think you play terribly. I just think that you play amazing, plus you get decent RNG.
When I interviewed him, one of the things that Adelito said was he wanted to make it. He wanted to figure out ways to play so that his RNG didn't matter,
Hmm.
and I'm still not
That's
sure how
smart.
that works.
I
But
it's I would love to know how to do that. I would love to.
yeah, it has to do with like how he does his setups and everything.
Mhm.
Speaking of setups, that triple right there, exactly what he wanted. As Pullman has joined him here in level 8, although it is going to be a short reunion as Adelito not too far from getting out of that himself. Look at him setting up already, telegraphing that this is going to
Mhm.
be a fat log coming out in the middle.
Mhm.
Uh, Yep,
Yep.
he's got his setups. Now he just needs a red blue,
Oh.
but you can see he's manufacturing it. That way the RNG doesn't matter. Holy cow,
Mhm.
419 he is out.
Yep. Um, Something Pullman did earlier, I noticed. I saw it, Pullman. He did a little happy dance when he got some of the pills that he wanted. Um, Very similar to if you are eating a dish that you really like, that kind of happy dance.
You can do a happy dance on that as that was a really good combo that he pulled there.
Mhm.
Dropping down into a cross or yeah, dropping into a cross. That is not the easiest setup to make as he gets everything kind of just cleared up here on his board.
Mhm.
Adelito, meanwhile, is deep into his level 9. 20 viruses left
And
to
is
go.
set up.
And yeah, wow. That was the right time to look over there. A very brief double red blitz ends with that red yellow there. So he is going to be thinking about, okay, he gets these blues horizontal. I was going to say he's going to be thinking about these blues horizontally, I think, as Pullman gets into a level 9. So he's not going to be lapped, but the writing does seem to be kind of on the wall there with Adelito just needing one more red
Yeah.
after this one to finish this board up. Squeaky
Adelito's
clean end game.
placement of that double yellow. At first I thought, "Huh, that is a weird placement." Okay. No, it was for when he wanted to drop down all of his pills. It literally was looking a level 2, 3, 5 levels down on the
Mhm.
board. So
Yeah.
I think that, yeah, I think that that's what he means with I don't want RNG to affect my game is that.
Mhm. And knowing maybe half the battle, but the other half is actually doing, and I'm just not
Mhm.
there. I can tell you that. Yeah, that discussion with him about how to look at the board, it still boggles my mind just thinking about it. So, but that's Adelito doing Adelito things. He takes game number 1. Pullman is going to looks like he's just seen it. It's going to top out now and join us for game number 2, where he will try to pull out a great time and force another decider here in this in this decider filled first round, really. And we've already had 3. Love to see a couple more.
The crows need to be fed. They are hungry. Like my cat, they've never been fed a morsel ever in their life.
Mhm. Alito on that sub 6. I mean, it's all right. We've got readies from both players. From my cat, who's also never been fed or loved on. All right, 3, 2, 1 pills. Here they go. Good opening boards for both players. I think they've got something to be happy about. Just kind of somewhere to put just about everything. There's Pullman figuring out where he wants to make that placement. Doesn't get that tap that he really wanted. And again, you just see him. I mean, he's putting it all out there, and you can see it
Mhm.
plain on his face. But Adelito is only about 5 viruses up right now, although he's got really good setups and knocks a few of them down.
Yeah, I know Pullman would love to take some of these reds and yellows on the right side of his board in horizontals. They might just be a little too far up for that to be plausible right now.
Adelito
We'll see. We'll see if he makes a liar out of me.
finding that late double, gets himself a horizontal, or that late horizontal, I mean, and finds his way to a really good setup. He's out at 58 seconds and is now just powering through this level number 7 as Ullman finally gets the pills he was looking for to get that right side knocked down some, but he's still got 6 viruses to go, so he's going to be chasing when he gets into his level 7 as well.
Yeah, there were some times he could have taken something just a little bit differently, and it might have been a little bit faster. Um, but again, this is his game. This is not my game. He needs 2 more. He'll be out at 146.
And that's not a time that's unheard of when it comes to playing in this tournament. It's just his opponent is, ooh, I mean, that was a misdrop. You try to look at it and go, is that an Adelito thing? No, that was a straight misdrop, but it's not the end of the world. He was able to make his underclear, but now is going to set up vertically so he can get this is inside clear on the double out of the 221. Quite a bit slower than the 58 seconds he poured into that first level, but still keeping himself in a pretty solid lead.
Yeah, and right now, Holman's hurting for some not blue. There's not really any blue, so he doesn't need blue, so don't you give him blue.
That would be the nice play. Oh, okay. He's you can't really see anything on his face. He's so stoic with everything. You never know what he's thinking.
Never. Never any idea.
All right, Pullman is really nice undertuck there to get himself into good position. He's going to take this as a double, leaving himself still needing an underclear on that blue in column 1, but at least it's opened up enough to be able to be done in that way. Is going to actually, I hope that wasn't a misdrop because that was the right play.
Oh,
Although
that double blue might have been.
Yeah. But okay, yeah, he's gonna have to take a horizontal here. It's Adelito into his level 9 now. Ullman is going all out for this hero combo, and I'm here for it. He needs another
Please
blue.
don't break the game.
He's gonna need another blue on top there, but here it goes. He's just gonna need this last blue when he's done, and there we go. That is Dave Smith-esque in its finest form. All right, and look at this from Adelito. Going to take the long drop there, but doesn't waste a single pill half if he can help it. Getting the double blue at just the right time. Sometimes you do think the RNG is just blessed for him. But yeah, he is
Smith
17.
flips, you see him lock it in literally at the last frame.
Yeah. It is.
What is this nonsense, and why can't it happen to me?
Just 14 viruses left, and great, he cleared there. Now he needs a red blue. Okay, he's just going to take the red now by itself, but gets the red blue, so it's going to be a drop into a horizontal. And now he's going to set up a T. Okay. Of course he is. But he's going to wait and do that last because this is going to require less drop time. And with this yellow, Adelito is into round number 2 with a 509. We were that close 9 seconds from history, folks. Still haven't seen a sub 5 in tournament play. That almost happened. Oh. You just have to stop and take a
And
breather
Coleman's
on
just
that one.
laughing. There's nothing you can do.
Oh my god.
Nope. No, indeed. All
Yeah,
right.
we
Well,
even
with
get from Packy over here. We get an oh my gosh.
so that is the
tells you
number
how fast
3
it
hot
is.
time. And with that, we're gonna send it off to a break and be right back with our next match. You're watching the DRMC. Hey out there, Dr. Mario fans. Welcome back to the DRMC with our last match of this first round. I'm Mook the Librarian. Joining me for this one is Sergeant Saros and Sarge. We've got Influx and we've got Resumatic. Uh, Resumatic making I believe, a return to the main bracket. Yeah, was actually in it last month as well after, not seeing it for about 6 months. So Rez trying to find his place here. He did get a win last month, and really wanting to find a good spot.
Yeah, I think the thing that's really catching my attention for this one and for actually a lot of our matches this month, we have had so many first time meetings among
Mhm.
people who have been part of the community for a long time. So it's really very exciting to see these people, going up against each other for the first time and finally getting to see how well they stack up against each other.
Yeah, and with with a player who has been, back and forth between the silver and main bracket, you're used to seeing them play somebody like Influx, like Adelito early on, but that's just not been the case yet. So these two are readied up, and we're going to get that ready in the chat. Here it comes with a 3, 2, 1, and pills.
There's one thing I do not like about Resmatic's picture. There's too many blue in it for it to be realistic.
It's an SNES pill set.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Anyway, we got nothing at all in column 8 for Resmatic and only 1 for Influx, which in a way could be a good thing, gives him the opportunity to get to the bottom. But as you can see, there's also nothing in columns 2 and 3. So yeah, that's columns 2 and 3 for Influx. So give me much more interesting boards for both of them, though. Only 2 blues left for Influx with a dozen viruses to go, and they're both on row 2. Which is probably going to take them out horizontally. That would be the smart thing to do. He has just been destroying this board. Resmatic doing a fairly good job as well, but not anywhere near the crazy pace we're seeing from Influx to start off this match.
Rez's board has basically just made him think. And while that is kind of the whole point of a puzzle game, it doesn't make for fast play. Unfortunately, I mean, he's made perfect play as far as I can tell. I mean, his placement has been really good, but it's just not. Anytime you have to stop and think, wait, what am I supposed to do with this pill? It does slow you down. Influx out at around about a 105, 106. You see already you got a fist pump. He's stoked to be pulling off these times.
Yeah,
But
he had an amazing move where he took off the reds, dropped down into the blue, took those off, dropped down into the yellow, took them off for a clear. It was a very impressive play as Resmatic joins him at a 142. Has a mostly yellow top line.
well, there you go. See, and this is why we need this game to be just a little bit slower so we can actually commentate on everything that happens. Been watching curling and being a little bit jealous of the curling commentators because they've got so much time to actually talk about the things that are happening on the ice. But we're not playing curling here. We are playing Dr. Mario, and some of us are playing it pretty fast. And by some of us, I mean Influx, who is almost at the bottom of this board already. Just needs 3 yellows and that 1 red. And he is going to be out of this board at a 224.
No fist pump, no dropping the quote unquote hammer this time by Influx, but he is definitely in the driver's seat so far in this matchup.
Yeah, although Resmatic with a really good setup here is going to be able to take his these blues horizontally, and I mean he's closing in on a really solid end game. That I like what I'm seeing here. Now the question is, how long is this double red blitz going to last? Oh
Jeez.
no!
Oh no.
Oh, and it ends with the red yellow. And blues in general don't come in very quickly after a double red blitz either, I've noticed. But that color block is just nasty. He's out at a 313, so about a minute behind here, as Influx is already setting up something. That's definitely a something. Okay,
Yep,
I see where it's going now.
he's looking for probably a red that's right there. Drop everything down. Boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, he's got a 21 virus lead over Resmatic on that.
Yep. So, all right, there's Influx. Not liking, not liking the way that ended up for him. Although I see the plan here, and I have to say I agree with it, as he's going to get the single followed by the double, and now just needs. Looks like the play is horizontal on the blue, vertical on the red. He's just going to need to set himself up here. Oh, he's going to underclear the blue. I stand corrected. He's out at a 411.
Yeah, he could take it horizontally, but that would be the easy play. And for anyone who's ever watched Influx, he seems to have an allergy to easy plays. He likes trying to make everything as fancy as possible. And the worst part about it is he makes it work and look natural.
And Resomatic getting the Doom here. This is all red on this board.
Seven
Now,
viruses, all red. Ow.
there's a lot of opportunity here. Okay. Oh, I see. I was going to say he's got most everything doubled up, and I was a little concerned that he wasn't seeing one of his doubles, but he set it up, paired up in a slightly different way, got that cross clear. Really not that damaging at a 459, considering just how much he was dealing with the Reds there.
Yeah, but Influx is over half a level ahead on the last level of this block, and that it's not over, but unless Influx makes a major mistake, this is going to be very difficult. Beautiful drop into a crossover there. I didn't see any viruses in that cross at the end, but either way, it was still very impressive to see from Influx, who really the only slowdown he has left. Okay, never mind. Just has the two viruses left in column 8. Probably going to take the yellows out horizontally, the reds vertically, except now he's going to mix in the dip. Now he no longer has to worry about putting something underneath there so it doesn't drop off. And he's going to drop in, finish at a 549. Well, Resmac still got about 26 viruses to go and just so much red yellow at the top of the board.
Honestly, with a speed like that, you just, you're happy when you're not getting lapped. When somebody's playing with the speed that Influx did on that first game. But Resomatic goes ahead and gets himself restarted, and that was a fiery first game. We're gonna see what they're going to pull off here in game number 2.
Yeah, it's one of those matches where Influx was just doing Influx things and just completely dominating. Resmatic did pretty well as well, considering the pills that he got, but we got things readied up here, and Resmatic is going to try tying it up for. I've lost track of how many tiebreakers we've had. We've had today. It's been absolutely nuts. We got our 3-2-1 pills, and I do not like either one of these boards to start. Mostly yellow in the top for Influx, so he's managed to take most of it off. And then for Resmac to get to the yellows, they're all underneath everything. And again, very little in column 8 for Resmatic.
Yeah, I don't hate what he's doing with this board, but yeah, now that he's getting down to his blues, it
boy.
sucks.
That
really
makes me
does,
nervous
but-
seeing it up there.
He's going to pull this off right here. Get this dropped in, and it is going to create a little more drop time as the yellows clear immediately, but still a good play. However, Influx at 46 seconds is down to just a small handful of viruses. One thing that I
think
kind
it's
of
going to do it sub-minute. I don't think it's going to
no,
happen.
he's not going to make sub-minute this time, but
close enough to 101.
when we saw the time for Adelito in the last round, I thought, well, Influx is coming up next, and he loves to compare himself to Adelito and see if he can do the things Adelito does. And the thing Adelito does was set a top 3 hot time, and I had to think to myself, is he going to go for a sub 5? Is he going to sell out for a sub 5 here? And he might just do it. We're just going to have to wait and see, though.
Here we go again with Resmatic just begging for reds and just finally starting to get some, but this is not a good start for him. Not because of anything he's done, just sometimes RNG be RNG. Just needs one more red after this. There we go. He is out at a 149, about 40 seconds back, and 18 viruses, almost 20 viruses back of Influx. That's going to be a little challenging to come up from, but we have seen stranger things happen in this tournament.
Yeah, and you might have noticed a little head shake there from Influx, as he had a combo kind of going that okay, yeah, just set it down. There he goes. That didn't quite set off the way he had wanted. It was still an amazing combo. It just it left garbage that I'm not sure that he was I think he was hoping was gonna go in a different direction, but, all in all, just tearing this board apart, and now he's trying to think in an extra dimension. Yeah, there we go. Yellow double yellow followed by yellow red would be his ideal play here, uh, but we're gonna see. Yeah, he's just gonna platform it up. Meanwhile, looking over what Resimatic is doing, he is down at the bottom of his level 7. This double yellow, very nice for him.
Yeah, and he's going to have a little bit of a chance to catch up here, as right now Influx just needs a lot of yellow and not getting anywhere near enough for what he's got planned. He's just having to throw so much red and blue to the side here while he waits for this yellow.
Yeah.
Here's one finally. He's going to take it to drop down everything in column 1. He's going to use the next yellow most likely to cause that T that you see in right there, which drops the blue down. Absolutely beautiful. Its Resmatic is out at a 333, getting into his level 8.
Yep, and I think you're right. It's actually a slowdown for Influx. Although, we call it a slowdown, he's still looking at a sub 4 getting out of level 8 if all goes well, and it does. He's out at a 358. Um, he wants that sub 5. He wants to be the first one to get it, and I don't know that it's possible, but it doesn't mean it's gonna keep him from trying. And I like that setup that he's put together. Meanwhile, Resimatic with a lot of good setups on the left side of his board here in this 8.
I love what Influx is setting up for here. If he can get a nice double red, that would be absolutely perfect for him. He's having to destroy part of it while he waits. And while we wait for a double red, I'll just say the only thing that is impossible is when you say to yourself, it's impossible, is really what we've started to see from these Dr. Mario players as of late. As we look over at Resmatic's board, who has not a lot of great opportunities to take things out in pairs. They're all in different rows and columns in such way to make it really difficult, which is exactly what Resmag does not want to see right now, as Influx is almost a full level ahead right now of Resmatic. Right now, it's not so much, is he going to win? It's trying to make certain that you do not get lapped, because we've already seen one of those this month, and really nobody wants to see it happen again.
Yeah, it's unlikely here in this setup, as Influx going to get just really good setups, as Resimatic does get himself into level 9. But Influx just needing these 2 reds, and at a 539, he is out. And wow, nice drop combo there from Resimatic. But that is it for him, as Influx will be taking on Adelito in the next round. But there's still a whole 4-game round left of Dr. Mario to play. You're not going to want to miss it. Stick around. We are here on the DRMC.
Looks And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the DRMC 2026 February Gold Speed Bracket. We are about to start round 2 here, and if you missed round 1, you missed so much. You missed deciders, you missed almost upsets, missed almost world records. So the people in round 2 have a lot, and I mean a lot, that they're going to have to do to keep it just as exciting as the first round was. And in our first match, we are going to have Don Vinure going up against Betty B Plays G's. And to help commentate this with me, because I know I'm going to need it with two players of this quality, I have Archer over here. Archer, what do you think of this matchup?
I think this is going to be a hoot and a half of a match. It's going to be a real barn burner. We know both of these players are very strong players. Betty being a very strong combo versus player, so we're going to be seeing a lot of that combo style happening. Dawn is a very clean player, so going through getting things clear very quickly. Currently, it is Dawn with the upper hand, being 6-0 of all the times that they have met. But we do know that Betty has the potential to really hit hard and hit fast. So it's all down to what the doc has in store.
Yeah, these two did face each other last April 2025, and it was in the finals of the gold bracket. So we know that both of them have the potential to go deep, as we have our 3, 2, 1. I thought there were 3, 2, 1 pills right there. I was just a split second ahead. I'm in the future. Don't mind me. As we get our matchup going here. Yet again, we're seeing column 8 seems to be a pattern today for everyone. There's not very many pills in column 8 for Don Vinure, but a much more balanced board, I'd say, for Betty at the top. What's your feeling of these two boards early on?
I feel like both of these boards have some potential. Whether they match the playstyles of our players here, it remains to be seen. Betty did start off with a really nice horizontal at the top of the board, clearing and opening up the board a little bit, which was really nice. Dawn with a really nice short stack at the left-hand corner of the board. Really efficient play. Love to see it. Just having a bunch of setups to clear everything in the center of the board Dawn has, which is a very smart, efficient playstyle, as we know Dawn to have. Betty down to 11 viruses, though. Very quick in this level 8.
Yeah, the biggest thing that was slowing Don down for a while is he had so much blue in the top center of his board and just unfortunately was not getting it. But what's going to slow down Betty the most right now, I think, is this column 8 traffic light that she has, that there's really no easy way to clear it out except just going top to bottom. That's going to give Don a big opportunity here to take the lead. Just needs mostly reds and a single blue to get through. There are the blues. If he gets a red, yellow, and then just one more red, he will be out first. And it would be at 139, but at 141, Betty is right behind. A very close matchup. And looking these boards early on, Archer, I see neither one of them has any real access to, well, now Betty does, but any real access to red early on.
Yeah, not much access to red, and thankfully not getting much red is Dawn, although now having managed to make an opening for the red on the, in the center area of his board. Meanwhile, Betty getting a fair bit of blue and yellow, finding ways to clear it, finding ways to use her pills to the best of her abilities. 24 to 23, with Dawn being ahead by, well, never mind. As I said that, Betty got ahead right as I said it. But I think it's going to be quite hard to say whether someone is ahead or not, just with how fast these two are playing. They're hot on each other's heels.
Yes, and right now the biggest issue Betty is having right now is she needs a lot more red, and she's really been struggling for that here and just having to place pills where she can. Meanwhile, I can see big setups over on Don's side. If he can get a couple reds, just one red to take one combo down, but the one on the right would be interesting when he takes that one down as well. Look at this. And now just needs one more
Needing-
blue to clear everything out at a 306. But Betty's not too far behind. She has access to almost everything. It's just trying to get those last couple pills to get down. Look at this sideways fat log. Absolutely beautiful. Just needs 2 yellows and a bunch of reds and be joining Dawn in level 10.
Just needing to clear those reds is Betty, and then she will be joining with Dawn. Meanwhile, Dawn has a lot of blues and reds kind of bunched in the right-hand corner of his board, finding ways to clear it, but it could be quite the endeavor to clear everything in a quick and efficient manner. Still down to 28 viruses is Dawn, getting a nice lightning bolt. I believe that's what it's called. I know there's different terminology for different things with similar shapes, but I think that was a lightning bolt. Getting a nice bit of a drop clears happening there. And meanwhile, we have Betty with what looks to be a rather interesting setup going on, getting a blue red to drop everything down. 29 viruses for Betty, 12 now for Dawn, with him speeding through this level 10.
Yeah, Betty did have a very nice crosshair alignment in place, the blue-yellow backwards near the top that she's had to work around, but thankfully she had enough pills lower down that worked in its favor that she was able to, just by slowly dragging it down, make it into a beautiful combo. And the unfortunate thing is that gave Dawn the opportunity to take a huge lead now as he is out at 442. But Betty still has close to half of her level remaining, which means that Dawn has a very large advantage here and really doesn't have much access to yellow and probably won't have it for a fair amount besides just the odd virus here and there. But with the lead he has, he doesn't exactly need a flawless board or gameplay to maintain the status quo. He just needs to make certain he doesn't make any major mistakes.
Yeah, with this kind of board and setup, I think he'd be able to get through it relatively easily. Not provided he doesn't make anything too drastic happen, because one, if you make anything too drastic, you might run the risk of making a mistake, and you don't want that to happen. But also, if you clear too many viruses at once, it could risk a game break, and that would result in needing to restart the level as well. And neither option is a good one. But hopefully, hopefully things go well for Dawn. It looks as if things are, with 21 viruses left for him. Meanwhile, Betty looks to be struggling for blue. Blue is all she needs right now, but is getting reds and yellows, getting all the condiments that she doesn't want right now.
Yeah, she's dealing with that Beatles song in her head right now as she waits for these last couple pieces. All you need is blue. As she joins Dawn in level 11, though he only has 5 viruses left to make that 2 viruses left. Trying to get a beautiful setup for the horizontal. Just needs 3 red. There's 1, there's 2, and there is the last one. He is out first at a 635.
Wow, incredible speeds from Dawn. Betty playing very, very well as well, but that level 10, I think, got away from her, unfortunately. It happens to the best of us, but all you got to do is, brush it off and kick it into gear in the next game.
Yeah, we do play best of 3s here in the first 2 rounds, so, we have seen numerous times already in this month where people have managed to tie it up and force a decider, so it is very much not over yet for Betty. Dawn cannot let off the gas at all, or we might see an upset by Betty. I wouldn't call it a surprise upset, even though she's seed 9 and Dawn's seed 1, because both these people, as you mentioned earlier, have been in the finals multiple times.
Hmm. Yeah, we know the skill level of these two players. We know that they are capable of some brilliant things, and we have a ready from Dawn. Do we have a ready from Betty? There we go. We got a ready from Betty. Now we're just waiting on the countdown. 3,
Is it?
2, 1, and pills. Let's see what they can do.
yet again, at column 8, we've seen it in almost every game now where one person has 1 or 0 viruses in column 8, and this time it's Betty. But it's a good thing in a way because look at all that red lower down if they need it to clear stuff out. Meanwhile, over on Dawn's side, we've seen that a lot from player 1, I'm going to call it the left-hand side here, where most of the viruses have been on the red side, and
Oh, we got
I
a,
think we
a
had
reset.
another AB reset there, which we had talked about earlier about whether or not that is permissible or not, but it seems Dawn decided to just restart and hopefully it'll not come into play here as it didn't in the second game of the last matchup he was in, but we will just have to wait and see on that. Meanwhile, over on Betty's side, she needs a lot of red, and she needs it pretty much yesterday.
Yeah, red. Red. She really needs red, a lot of it, as you said, but also needing yellows, and looks to be setting up a nice little horizontal with that blue and yellow there. Very nice, very nice. Now we're just there we go. Now we're just waiting to see if she will get the rest of the pill set that she needs. Dropping the blue red there to hopefully make a little drop clear happen. I don't want to say it looks awkward right now because I know Betty, and Betty is one for making awkward situations into brilliant ones, like she did just there. Never mind. Meanwhile, we have Dawn with 5 viruses left and 1 virus left for Betty of her level 8 out. No, out at a 146 for Betty.
Right now, Dawn just needs one. Well, make that 2 more blue, 2 more red. And of course, you get them together when you can't place them right beside each other. Just needs 1 more blue, and he will be out at 204. Meanwhile, a very right-heavy board, at least higher up for Betty on this one, and no virus on row 1 and only 3 on row 2. The positive is, if you take a look at the bottom of Betty's board, they're all paired up, which makes for very quick gameplay if you get the right pill combination. So you take a look now at
Ooh.
Dawn's level 9. Look at all those pairs horizontally and vertically. These are both
Mm.
speed-loving boards, if you ask me.
Yeah, some very good boards for the both of them, and Betty was setting up and managed to pull off a really nice drop combo toward the left-hand side of the board. It was just really nice to see. Getting a bunch of red to help clear out the board, not quite a red rush, but with the way the board is, currently needing a bit of red just to help move the board along, but also needing a lot of yellow. Like, she has no need for blue at this point, only needing reds and yellows.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
I
we have Dawn with 11 viruses left, speeding through his level 9.
I think Betty was trying to get a yellow-red combination to take everything down, just she had to eventually give up on it because she's not gotten a yellow-red pill in forever, which considering how common those are, it's very surprising as Don is out at a 326 going into his level 10, just absolutely blistering through that level due to how good the bottom was, and pretty nice looking board early, and I'm sure he'd like a little bit more access to red, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, so pretty good so far, but needing, well, as you said, needing blue to clear through what he's got, needing red as well, it looks like. Meanwhile, with Betty, it's I'm not sure if I like the state of her board. It looks quite compact in the center with blues and reds, but finding ways to get through it. As we know as well, Betty is very good with those combos and finding ways through difficult situations, as was mentioned before.
Yeah, and it's looks like Don is opening up a bit more of a lead here. He's maintaining about a 5 virus lead every time that Bay takes a couple pills off. He does as well, but staying very close. The biggest issue that Betty's going to have on this board is the blues. There is just so much blue still left in this board, but there are opportunities to take most of them off in pairs. Meanwhile, Don's board at this particular point, his remaining viruses are all pretty floaty, so he's either going to have to build up to them or he's going to have a lot of drop time.
Yeah, it looks to be yeah, as you say, quite high up on the board for Dawn. looking to be getting set up to make a really big drop combo, just needing to horizontal clear those yellows in that cluster. Meanwhile, Betty out at a 511. And there we go, Dawn with the drop clear to clear everything out at a 516.
We got about a 5-second game here. Looking at these board setups, it's not a great setup for Don. He doesn't have any real access to yellow until he takes some viruses off, and God makes him there. But Betty's got a much more balanced board all the way through, but much more in the way of both vertical and horizontal opportunities near the bottom of the board for Don. So I'd say late game might slightly favor him depending on the pills that he gets. So this is gonna be one of those ones that's gonna go right down to the wire, folks. Beautiful combo.
Yeah, no, yeah, you see Dawn with a smile on his face. You can tell he was very happy with how that combo panned out. Just exploding in the middle of the board pretty much, and very, very nice to see. Meanwhile, we have Betty getting a nice little setup happening with a blue red and just dropping everything down. Very, very nice. Yeah, 22 to 24. They are still neck and neck, coming right down to the wire in this level 11.
Beautiful drop horizontal. Took off, I think, 4 viruses throughout all that for Betty, who has taken lead. But right as I say that, Don has tied it right back up. This is going to be one of those ones that's going to go all the way down to the end to decide who wins this.
Betty just needing looks to be some reds, well, just red, yellows, and blues, and not very much of it needed either. Now just needing some. Oh, I see a really nice setup forming for Betty there. Just needing some reds now, and everything will come off. Come on, but Dawn out at a 702. Let's just watch the combo for Betty though, because I don't think it actually panned out the way she wanted either, but unfortunate. But 702 for Dawn. Congratulations on congratulations.
Yep. That would be a match, I believe, here. So we will get GG's both these competitors. We'll get ready for our next matchup here, which will be in just a couple minutes' time. You do not want to miss it. You are watching the DRMC.
Welcome back to the DRMC February 2026 Gold Speed Championship. My name is John Dat Flindo. Joining me in the booth is Ook the Librarian. And Ook, we got a really good one here. Our number 4 seed Floyd versus our number 5 seed LBB 22, aka Luke. This is going to be a really nice match.
Yeah, when I was setting up, kind of getting everything, getting an idea of who's playing whom and how often they've seen each other and everything, I was a little surprised. Floyd and Luke have both taken one game off of each other. So it's been a little over a year since they last met, but definitely one that it's this one could get wild.
Yeah.
Luke looking to make his third semifinal in 3 months.
Yeah, that would be very, very impressive. I'm super excited for this. These are two stalwarts of the game. Luke has just made some really, really huge strides in the past couple of years, and we have our readies, and we'll get our countdown in 3, 2, 1. Pills.
Right. I don't hate either one of these boards. I love that opening play for Floyd, though. I mean, that's just exactly what you want to be able to do. And really would love to see him be able to pull a fat log, but we both know that's not going to happen at this height.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't really decide which board I would rather have. I'm kind of leaning towards Floyd's, but at the same time, he's got all this red on the left side and hasn't really been getting anything. While meanwhile, Luke has just been dealing with kind of a staircase situation. Notice all these yellows from the bottom to the very top of his board, kind of sloping up from bottom left to top right. And it's a situation for him. Neither of these boards in their mid-game situations are a board that I would want to see, but these players doing a pretty nice job of working through it.
Yeah, if the yellows don't show up for Luke, it's going to be a real tough end game for him. Although so far that is exactly what's been going on. In fact, he's looking for a potential fat log. Let's see if it comes up. I mean, the play is there, and actually, I like that setup. He had it set to where if a blue came in before a red did, he would be able to just take that by itself. But Floyd is going to need, okay, he's going to get this yellow out and get himself ready to go. Just needs to build this bridge and get the reds out. Luke just needing one yellow, though. He's going to be out at a 142. Floyd going to be out at a 141. They are practically tied.
Yeah, very close here going into level 9. And I love this setup by Luke, getting the vertical into a horizontal drop. Or it was the other way around. I'm not really sure which now. But it was really nice play there for Luke. 29 viruses for him, 29 viruses for Floyd. Very close here. Floyd maybe looking to clear out this blue in his column 5 horizontally. And he has the opportunity to do it. Not going to go for it. I think he's just going to go vertically and probably clear out this blue garbage now in his column 3 and open up the yellow access underneath. I think that is what he's going to be going for. There it is. Peeking back over at Luke, has a nice opportunity with these yellows all the way at the bottom of his board. I got to think he's gonna try and clear out that red in column 4, open up that blue, and then take all these yellows together, Ook.
I mean, he's got to figure something out here. With the blues paired up, that's definitely a good option. It's just, is it going to be able to happen? Is he going to get the right pills? And right now, the answer so far has been either no or it's not a priority. And all right, taking that, dropping everything down. All right, now he's got everything the way he wants it. But Floyd already just about caught up. He needs one yellow to finish this out, and there he's going to get that. Luke needs one more red now, so it's 324 to 328. This is looking like it is going to be a nail biter when they get to the end of it.
Yeah, again, very close, just a few seconds separating both of these players. And I really don't like either board. I think I slightly favor Floyd's, and it's only because of the pill RNG that he's been getting. He's been getting pills that he needs to be able to progress. Luke just really can't do anything right now. His top line is looking somewhat diverse, although now clearing out that yellow in his column 8. Has no access to yellow whatsoever. And again, now cuts it off, clearing out that yellow in column 3. So Luke's going to want to see a lot of berries here as he continues through this level 10.
Yeah, I mean, that one yellow pill half that he had to dump was the first real garbage that I'd seen on his board. I think the RNG came in pretty clutch for him, as Luke with a 2 virus lead here in this still very close match. But Floyd now down a very flat board, isn't going to have a lot of drop time. I say that, and he immediately starts having to take drop time because that's the way the pills go for him. But that double blue there, I'm not sure. It came across pretty quickly. Not too sure what the play was, what the plan was. I think we're looking at it's just going to be a horizontal into a vertical. So that's the right play. But Luke gonna fat log out, and at a 512, he is going to be the first one into his level 11. So Floyd behind the 8 ball here needs a double red really. And oh, there it is.
There you
He found
go.
one.
Yeah,
Of
Luke
course,
actually. Go ahead.
I was gonna say he still needs more red to finish the board out. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say Luke actually had the opportunity to get that fat log a little bit earlier, as Floyd now at about a 537. I'm elected not to go for it because it was going to take an interesting setup to get, but he had the pills head, he wanted it, but now he is wanting to get some blue help. He really wants to take these blues horizontally. Going to give himself a little more garbage than he wanted. You see him kind of shaking his head there a little bit. But again, just making these combos. That's another thing about Luke. Luke, we saw make the top 8 in Cincinnati this past year. Very good versus player. He knows how to sniff out those combos, as we're seeing right here. A drop into a T, really nice play there, and there's really not much garbage on his board to speak of, except for that little bit in his column 7. And as I say that, I peek over and see Floyd make a nice tee of his own.
Yeah, he's been just kind of trying to claw his way back into this one, but it's not really been happening for him. Now he's getting a bunch of blues he doesn't need. Is Floyd, but that's
Look
it was
at
already
that.
not looking great for him. That missed drop there pretty much all but sealed it. Even though Luke not getting what he needs either, and this is a mess of an end game for Luke. He is gonna get he's gonna get it eventually. There we go. He's out at a 714. That end game was just kind of it was chaotic, but it is enough to get him the first crown here in this round 2 match. But not an easy game for either player.
Yeah, I really hope that we see some better RNG on both sides of the screen. Is that, I mean, and testament to both players, because getting anything sub 730, especially with boards like that, is it's a true accomplishment. Luke did that. Floyd wasn't really going to be that far off of it, and we already have our readies in a 3-2-1 pills, and our players are out of the gate already. No break for these two. They're saying, hey, let's just keep playing Dr. Mario.
And early on, I saw Luke with a couple of tuck horizontals. And I mean, when you get the doubles early on and you immediately see somewhere to put it, it just makes for a great play. So that has put him in the driver's seat. Of course, it's just now it's tied up. I was going to say it was just a 1 pill advantage, but yeah, you'll take a 1 pill advantage or 1 virus advantage over a 1 virus deficit any day. as he now has that one virus deficit, as Floyd with some good horizontals, good, just really smart flat line setups is keeping up. Let's just leave it at keeping up. He's got a double red blitz now. That's not going to help things at all.
Yeah, both of our players really have been doing some incredible work here in this level 8. Man, Floyd was so close to being able to do kind of like a fat log D sandwich kind of thing in his columns 7 and 8. Didn't wait for it, which was the right call. It would have kind of hampered him a little bit if he tried to wait for that. As it stands now, he's just needing one more blue after clearing out this red. Luke waiting for 2 more blues, but he is pretty high on that board. Floyd going to get what he needs out of the 138, and Luke just barely escaping the danger zone out of the 144. That was pretty scary.
I believe Luke is a keyboard player and has himself set up to be a little more capable of being able to manage those higher speeds. Of course, we saw him a couple of years ago in Versus take a high level speed game to its limit. As we see a misdrop from Floyd there, he is not happy with that play, but he's going to be able to get most of the damage. He's going to be able to get the damage completely knocked out with his double yellow. Still just a 2 virus deficit, and now a 1 virus deficit, almost a 1 virus lead there, as Luke is still catching up. And I don't love Luke's board, honestly, the way things are shaping up right now, Flindo.
Yeah, and I think if I was Luke in that situation, I probably would have taken the tuck into columns 5 and 6, just to get some of that yellow garbage there out of the way. Because once he decides to clear that out, unless he's gonna save that for the very last time, it's gonna reduce. It's gonna turn into some drop time, which is not what he's wanting to look at. But he does still have about a 9 virus lead here, now down to 6 over Floyd, and he does go ahead and clear out that mess at the top of his board. Luke has the opportunity, if he can get this yellow cleared out in column 6, which he does, now needing some red help, particularly a double red, and just not getting any reds at all. This is going to give Floyd a chance to retake the lead here. Floyd would love to see a double blue right now, or some way to maybe manufacture something. Not quite getting the blues that he needs. With this blue, though, Luke is going to clear this out of the 345, and oh my gosh, Floyd also out of the 345 going into level 10.
Yeah, it was touch and go there for Floyd. He was really needing to get things worked out, and oh my gosh, a double yellow blitz when he really didn't need it there. But it's been tough going for both these players. But yeah, they are still just basically tied up. Neither one with a heavy advantage. Floyd not getting some great pieces here, and is going to have to. It's just making garbage, but it's all garbage that's kind of doubled up, so he's getting everything cleared pretty quickly. That is the last of it, and Luke only taking a 2 virus advantage there. So it's still anybody's game, to say the least. We're here with 2
Yeah.
levels left to go.
Yeah, and both of these boards really aren't terrible. I'm seeing a lot of doubles opportunities for both players. I don't love the amount of blue that is on Luke's board here in this end game, though. He's gonna have to hope that the doctor just gives him the blues, honestly, and not the blues in a bad way, but the blue pills. And Floyd now looking to get some red and yellow help of his own, and getting the pills for the most part. This column 4 is a little bit tricky, but now getting kind of like a to the side D sandwich, I'm going to call that, because he didn't have access to tuck anything in to that column 4. It was blocked off on both sides, but opening that up so that he could get into that, a very good play there by Floyd. Oh, and he's going to go for a horizontal on these blues here. I like it. In fact, if he gets a blue-yellow, not going to be able to take quite the whole thing, but that puts him in a pretty good spot if he can just get the yellows.
Yeah, definitely in the driver's seat right now as Luke. Oh, never mind. 552, 553. Luke had a setup that I glanced over and didn't see quickly enough to be able to comment on it, as he just immediately took everything out and made a liar out of me. But yeah, these two, it's a fight now. It is absolutely going to be a slugfest on this one. This is going to be a blink and you miss it finish.
Yeah, absolutely. And Luke would just really, really, really like to get those two pills right there. He's still needing a bunch of blue though to really get into his mid game here. Floyd though really needing yellow and red, so both players kind of color dependent here. And my goodness, it's really just going to come down to who gets the pills first that they need.
Yeah, Floyd forced into a kind of towered situation. It's not where he wants to be. He definitely is more of a flat player when it comes to his board health. He likes to have his boards laid out pretty flat. It reduces drop time. It's a play style that he's willing to sacrifice a little bit for, I think. But the game really forced him into a different play style. He's managed to adapt and has a 4 virus lead, but if the again, just like with Luke, if the right pills don't show up, it's going to disappear, and there's a big drop from Luke that is going to bring it down to 7-7. Floyd with about a 2-second timer advantage, but man, this one is going to come down to the wire. Uh, couple
And Luke
more.
with
Oh,
that double red, that's going to do it.
wow. Tight one, and yeah, just the setups for Luke were right there, and it is an 8-second victory. GG's to both players.
Indeed, indeed. But hey, we've got a couple more matchups coming for you. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. This is the DRMC.
Welcome back, everybody. You are watching the DRMC. We have another brilliant matchup for you guys today, guys, gals, non-binary pals. We have on our left Adelido versus Influx on our right. Although the text at the bottom says differently, just don't mind that. We have one heck of a matchup, and who is joined with me today than none other than Lava 12. How are you doing, Lava?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm very surprised that we are seeing these two in round two. Normally they meet in the finals or in the semifinals, but we have a treat today where they will meet in round two. We have Adelito, who has stomped everybody on his path to greatness, and we have Influx, who is a multi-time speed world champion. These two know each other very well. They play each other very well. So I'm very excited to see how they do in this different set of levels than we normally see them play in.
I'm excited as well to see what these two players have in store for us. I think it's going to be some really exciting matches, I think. And I mean, only one of them can go into the semifinals. Normally, as you said, we'd normally see them in the semis or the finals. So
Mhm.
who knows what will happen? So we're just waiting for our readies.
It looks like we have readies from both of our players. Both players playing on high speed. Influx playing with no sound, no music. Adelero playing on chill, which is the correct one if you play music at all. Um, I have switched up some things so that maybe I can, I don't know, make it through another round so I don't play with music anymore.
Ooh. Yeah, I think some of us know that playing with music sometimes has an effect on. I think it's the drum track it does some weird things with how the pills flip on occasion. You might get some odd miss inputs, or ghost inputs wherein you don't do the input, it does the input for you, which you don't really want when you're playing. Anyway, looking at the boards that we have here, Adelito has sped through this board already down to 16. Meanwhile, Influx is close behind at 19 viruses now. Got a lot of blues and reds in the center of the board, does Adelito, but clearing them out very, very quickly. And the same can really be said for Influx as well. A lot of red happening as I'm noticing now.
Yeah, and Adelito did split his board fairly early. Obviously, this is Adelito who does Adelito things, so it doesn't really matter. He is down to 2. Influx is down to 7. So we'll see if Adelito gets the 2 yellows that he needs. There's 1. And there's 2. He's going to be out at a 132.
And Influx out at a 133, it's 134, so right on Adelito's heels. It could really still go to anyone. I have a feeling with a match like this, it's just going to be down to the wire all the way through. Like there's no telling who it could go to.
Exactly. And both of these players play very similarly. They're very combo heavy, very think about everything. Yes, they do press down a lot, but they're not like the Packy Floyd level of press down, and that's their main play style. Which is, there's obviously nothing wrong with that. They've both played they're both playing in this round, and I am not. So, but these two especially will make very big brain plays. Very, oh wait, we didn't know what they were doing um, until it happened. So it's very exciting to see them play each other because I believe that they are both like steel sharpened steel kind of people.
Hmm.
Influx just looking for all these blues. There we go. It all comes down.
Nice. Yeah, meanwhile, Adelito is waiting just for a couple blues just to get himself out of this level 9. Out at a 312 is Adelito, and out at a 315 is Influx. Again, we're just right on their heels. Now, looking at this board, it's very spotty with the yellows for Adelito. I'm not sure how well that will be for him for clearing this board. As we know, yellow tends to be quite common, and so if you end up getting a lot of yellows when you don't have access to them, it will slow you down. Meanwhile, looking at Influx's board, I'm not sure about the configuration of that those red blues that he had placed, but he tidied them up pretty quickly. Adelito at 25 and Influx at 29.
Yeah, I can tell Adelito I think wants to take he wants to take these blues here. Inity does that. Still has a little bit of garbage on um several parts of his board because of the plans he wanted to make versus the garbage that versus the pills that he was able to get. So we're seeing him go through this garbage, but bringing things down very, very, very nicely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Adelito at 4 viruses and Influx with this nice setup, trying to just get some yellow and he will be out. Now needing one more red, and he is out at a 503, Influx out at a 502. They are, again, I've said this before, neck and neck. This is the kind of match that you would hope to see in a semi-final match, but we're having it in our 8 to 11 round 2. This is wonderful to see. Now we see Adelito with this lovely fat log in the middle of the board there on his top line. That was just really nice, clean to see, clearing out a lot of mess that can't even call it mess because Adelito knows exactly what he's doing with it. Meanwhile, with Influx, getting this, it looks to be a nice little drop setup happening in the center of the board.
Yeah, he's looking for a yellow blue. He'll get an offset fat log out of it. Here it comes. Well, he had to do something, so he couldn't actually take it as an offset fat log, but finally gets everything out and clears up the garbage from it. It is 22 to 25 right now in this level 11.
Yeah, so close with the both of them setting up these really, as you said before, big brain combos, and they're both very patient with it as well. They know exactly what they're looking for. They know exactly what to do with what piece when. They're just basically showing all of us how it's done. It is just amazing to see, and with how quick they with how quick they play, as I said, it can be quite difficult to kind of point out what they do because by the time you point it out, they've already done it and are on to the next thing. With Adelito out at a 638.
I thought Influx was going to take out a red and kind of basically take everything at the bottom out horizontally. He is taking some of it vertically, so he is going to be out at a 704.
Some pretty solid times for this level bracket, but 638, that is a time that not many people would be able to beat. I feel that is a very, very tough time to get, and a very tough time to do better than.
Okay, we have an Influx. We have readies from Influx and Adelito, and we're gonna get our countdown. Influx does need to win this to keep playing. Take us to a decider. Adelito, if he wins, we will see him tomorrow. We have 3, 2, 1 pills.
Ooh, there's a lot of space, like right in the center of the board for both players. I'm seeing nice
Oh, and a
set of.
missed drop from Influx. He didn't quite get that yellow blue all the way over to the right like he wanted. So he does have to spend some time cleaning that up.
Yeah, but knowing Influx, he knows how to deal with the situation, even if it takes a little
Mhm.
bit of extra time. Meanwhile, we have Adelito setting up what looks to be a drop combo with a horizontal. Oh my goodness, that was that was really nice to see. Really, really nice. Meanwhile, looking back at Influx, Influx is at 19 viruses, and Adelito is now also at 19 viruses. Again, neck and neck. Brilliant
Yeah,
stuff.
Influx had a great drop combo. Wonderful to see. It's always wonderful to see what both of these players come up with. Adelito, you
Mhm.
can tell he's setting up to take those reds in row 3 horizontally, um, while also setting up to take things on the left side of his board.
Just setups upon setups. You love to
Mhm.
see it. You just love seeing all of these fun and wonderful combos happening. Just it's all very cerebral. It is just really nice. Influx out at about a 140, so a little bit quicker than Adelito is, and having a nice good start into this level 9, clearing out a fair few viruses already. Very, very nice. Okay.
Yeah, I do like Adelito's board. There are a lot of doubles and things like that. Some of them like that you do have to tuck. He doesn't have exactly what he wants in exactly the right numbers, but again, this is Adelito. He just makes things happen. Um, so
Yeah, Adelito.
it is about anywhere between a 10 and 13 virus advantage for Influx at the moment.
Yeah, it's just with Influx having a bit of a head start in this level and knowing how quick he plays, it is no wonder that he managed to get as ahead as he has in such a short space of time. But I do want to
Mhm.
point out, Adelito had a really interesting play a little bit earlier on in this level. He had the opportunity to, I think it was a double yellow, to make this drop clear happen, but doing so would have caused some drop time. But he opted not to do that and avoid the drop time entirely, which like some players might have opted to take the drop time and just have the yellow piece fall into place, and
Mhm.
but of course not him, because he knows what he's doing, and he knows not to take those drop times.
Mhm. Influx was out at a 314 into his level 10. And Adelito just needs one more blue and one more yellow. There he goes. He's going to be out around a 337.
Yeah, and Influx had a really nice kind of a cross clear, like an all blue cross clear at the top of the board, right at the start of his level 10. Very nice to see. Uh, Adelito is kind of splitting his board a little bit, just putting things to the left and right, and just getting the setups that he needs to in order to make quick work of this board. There you go. You get a nice drop for the yellow horizontal at the bottom of the board.
Mhm.
I'm not sure that red yellow was meant to go there though.
No, that was I pressed buttons a little too fast, and this is what happened. Um, he'll probably clear it out with this. He probably will want to drop those yellows down. Adelito will, if he makes a rare misdrop, he will try to make the absolute best out of every single pill, um, no matter what. So if he misdrops, he will say, "Okay, can I drop this down?" And then it'll work. Which is why sometimes some people aren't quite sure if it is a misdrop or not, because the cleanup looks very intentional. And that's a
Yeah.
very, very pro strat.
It's a case of, is it a misdrop or is Adelito doing Adelito things? It is very hard to tell sometimes. Speaking of, with that misdrop, he did manage to clear it very, very effectively and getting another virus off the board as he did so. Meanwhile, though, Influx is out into his level 11, and the top line is quite varied. There's plenty of ways to clear it, and he's getting the pills that he needs in order to clear it. Very, very quick and effective clears from Influx.
Yeah, Adelito just needs a few more blues, just a couple. Okay, 1
There's
and
one.
2. He's out at a 535.
Yeah, meanwhile, Influx is about 22 viruses ahead of Adelito, so there's quite a bit of a chase down for Adelito, but we know that he is more than capable of making up that time and then some. However, you can't count any of these players out at any point. You
Mhm.
just have to kind of keep your eyes glued, because if you blink, you'll miss something with these two.
Yeah, and as someone who has played Adelito quite a number of times, you take every advantage you can get, no matter who you are. If you are me, if you are Packy, if you are Influx, you take every advantage you can.
Mm. Yeah, it looks as if Influx is just clearing out these yellows and blues, and it is only yellows and blues that he has left. Making very quick work of this, just getting the pills that he needs when he needs it, pretty much.
Mhm.
Now just
But
needing
it's
getting a
5 to
double yellow.
3. So
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a blink and you miss it. Influx is going to take this one. He's out at 7 flat.
And we are going to a decider. Get your calls out. All right, we got a ready from Influx. And we have a ready from Adelito. I'm just waiting for the countdown. In 3, 2, 1, and pills. Hmm. There's a fair bit of space on
I
the
think I
left-hand
like
side.
Influx's board.
Hmm.
Just gonna say that now. I don't think I like it. I don't think there's enough access to yellow.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I'm not a fan of Influx's board either. There's not many. Well, now there's no yellows aside from the 4 that are right at the bottom, and that is going to be quite a lot of work to get to. He's managed to open up a little bit of access, which is good, but again, it's gonna be difficult to get to the rest of them, as one yellow on the left is kind of shielded by the red around it. Meanwhile, the other yellow on the right hand side has a red on top of it. As it's dare I say, it's quite an awkward board to have to deal with in this end game.
Yeah, and Adelito has jumped out to a 6 virus lead. And he's got some setups going on. I'm not sure how. Okay, he's gonna take that red from above. Needs one more blue to actually set that off, and there he goes. He's gonna be out at a 132.
Very good. Meanwhile, Influx has just got to clear this blue and this yellow, needing a couple of each, uh, in order to be out into the
No,
next level. But
Influx, no.
only getting reds and yellows. You hate to see it. Hate getting the condiments that you don't
Yeah,
order. You hate it.
yeah.
Uh,
Influx
but
sitting
out into
there hitting
his
his
level
head a
9.
little bit, which tells me that there was something that he did that he didn't like. Um,
Mm.
that's not something he does with RNG. Um, Adelito did misplace that pill over in column 2. He wanted it to be in column 3, moved a little too fast. Which, if that's the worst problem that you have in this game, is that you move too fast, you don't have a problem.
Yeah, it's almost the opposite of a problem if you're moving too fast when you're trying to
Mhm.
speedrun this game. Um, of course, if you make mistakes, then it could be more of a problem. But as we know with these two, they can solve most problems that come their way very, very effectively. It is 12-20 with Adelito having the advantage at this point, clearing a nice short stack and clearing another in very quick
Mhm.
succession. Very nice.
Yeah, that is something that Adelito does extraordinarily well, is just melt half of the viruses off the board in 2 moves. It is just phenomenal to see.
And he is out into his level 10. Very, very quick, very effective. Influx is coming close to reaching his level 10 as well, just needing a few more reds, a couple of blues, and some yellow in order to clear the rest that he has here. Getting a nice little drop clear, and just needing one more yellow, and he will be out at a 351.
Mhm. Now, Influx has been battling this board since he started. Um, there's been a decent amount of garbage because he hasn't gotten exactly what he needs. Um, most of it is cleared out. There's still a little bit left. Um, so we'll see how much he uses to make other big brain combos.
Oh, nice T clear from Influx there. Very, very nice. Um, and Adelito getting a pretty quick and effective drop clear on the left hand side of his board. Again, it's as soon as you see something, it's gone. it's it's very fun to see, but it makes calling this match quite the endeavor. But that's the half the fun of it, really.
Hmm. But Adelito's issues at the beginning of the board have translated into a lead for Influx. So he does have that lead right now. Again, we'll see how long that lasts. Um,
Yeah, with
it
these two,
looks like
the they're just saying with these two, the upper hand is constantly switching from one to the other. You say one
Mhm.
thing about one person being ahead, and all of a sudden the other's ahead. It's fun. It's difficult. It's fun. Just brilliant.
Both
And they're
are
both out
out
at
at a
roughly the same time.
529. Both are out of
Amazing.
529. It is this sprint. It's the Olympics, so we're in the sprinting racing mood. So let's see how fast they can go.
Yeah, and as we know, they go very quick. Oh, wow, very nice drop clear, drop horizontal from Alito just then, just clearing a bunch of pills and viruses in one fell swoop. You love to see it. You love to see moves like that. 35-32 in favor of Adelito at the moment, but of course we know this can swap at any point. As I said that, it just immediately swapped over to 31-25.
Here we go. Case in point. I know
Yes.
Adelito wants to take those reds in the upper part of his board in a horizontal, and he has been waiting for what he needs. There we go. There he goes, disappearing half the board. in 2 moves. Again.
Just you take one look at the board and there's a bunch there. The next moment the board's exploded. And it is a miracle the the game is still standing where by the time Adelito's done with his boards. But as you know, if you clear too much, the game can and will fight to
punish
stay
you.
alive, as it were. Yeah, it will punish you. It's very, very rude like that. Why can't we clear loads of things at once?
Mhm.
Meanwhile,
Influx down
Influx is
to
down to
his
3.
last blue. There he goes. He's out at a 716. And Adelito has passed that.
Wow.
Influx will be with us tomorrow. Adelito, great games. You get to sleep tomorrow. You see the big grin from Influx. Adelito is
Yeah,
one of his
what a match.
major opponents. So taking him out early in this is just lets Influx be on cloud 9.
Mhm. Yeah, and we've got one more brilliant matchup coming next for you all. This is the DRMC.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the DRMC 2026 February Gold Speed Bracket. We have one more round 2 match for you here, and it is going to be an exciting one. It brings two longtime people in the Dr. Mario community together. We have Packy619 with a larva hiding in the background, and Master Ibar, who I'm almost certain has a child hiding in the background. So both of these people have coaches to help them through the match. Who do you think has the advantage here, Flindo?
Well, on paper, Packy has never lost a crown to Ibar. So Packy definitely has the statistical advantage. We've seen Ibar pull off the dad strats before, and he's done a very good job of it, much to my chagrin. Nah, I'm just kidding. You're awesome, Ibar. And, you know, if he pulls off the dad strats here, then this could be his first time to take a crown and possibly a match off of Packy.
I do want to point out that you have just cursed this match because you never tell a goaltender about a shutout. You never tell a pitcher about a perfect game, and you never tell Packy he's never lost a crown to someone, because pretty much every time he's been told that, in that next match, he loses a crown to them. So if that happens, that's on you, partner.
Well, we'll see. I don't even know if Packy listens to the stream or not. But we have Reddies in our chat. It's been a long haul, folks. Thanks for hanging with us the last 3.5 hours. Here we go with game 1 of our finale for today. 3, 2, 1, and pills. Of course, we do have 3 more matches for you tomorrow. They're going to be really, really great ones. We got to find out who's going to play Influx tomorrow, though. It's going to be one of these guys. And as we are into the first level, that being level 8, Ibar already off to the races here, making some really great plays. The center of his board is starting to get a little low. The outer columns are a little bit high, so got to be careful, or he's going to be looking at some drop time here, Sarge.
Yeah, and Packy's board to start with, he had a whole bunch of pills that were 2 or 3 rows above the others, so it was not exactly the most ideal board to start with here, but no, Ibar's done a good job as a board for the most part. The only real thing that's been slowing him down is he has so much red, and it's like the doc didn't pack any with him. And just had to wait for resupply to show up. Now he's finally getting some, including what almost looked like a red rush there, but not really. But enough that he's now very much still in this, with Pack having about a 4 virus advantage here. It would make that a 1 virus advantage. You blink and everything changes in this game.
Absolutely, absolutely. And gosh, Ibar, yeah, would just really love a red rush right now. Any red will do, honestly. And Packy now, not quite sure how he's going to get down to that blue. I think probably vertically is going to be the most ideal situation for him. Yeah, and he does go ahead and set up for that. Ibar really wanting a red-yellow as Packy gets out at a 137. Red-yellow is going to, well, that double yellow works too. Now he's got it open. 148 for Ibar. 11 seconds behind the 8 ball here for him. Definitely not insurmountable, but a little behind as we go into level 9.
Yeah, I see some interesting things going on for Ibar near the bottom of the board, where he's got, not much in the way of yellow on the bottom 2 rows. Personally, I would love to see, I know it would be hard to do, but I'd love to see him take all those reds out in row 3 at once. It would be, like I said, 5 space difference. It would have to be done in a really weird way and not very effective, but it would just be cool to see. Meanwhile, Pack's got really no access to blue right now until he gets to the very bottom of his board. He really needs a lot of yellow to get through the rest of this board, and that's making so it's still a very close match, about a 5 virus difference between the two of them.
Yeah, it's very close here. Ibar, I liked what he's done with the red-yellow in column 3, standing that up, because he knew he had just one tuck to get the red clear and drop those yellows down. We've seen a couple players do that today, and it's a strategy that I personally love to employ, and I love seeing other people employ it as well. Packy now down to just his final 3 remaining. There we go. The red just gonna need one more yellow. Uh, Ibar kind of looked down for a second, really not sure what he was. Oh, I see it. It's that red blue in column 3. Is Packy out about a 316? And Ibar just looking to get out, and yeah, he got those yellows and the blues in the wrong spot there, Sarge.
He still has column 2, but he'd only be able to get one of them out that way. It's going to be a lot of work to get that other blue. Probably easier if he just waited for a red blue to take that out instead, and there it is. Now he just needs 2 more reds, and he's like, anytime now, Doc. There's one, there's the other. Finally, out at a 351. Yeah, you almost look like he moused finally there. So yeah, he's a little frustrated, but this match is nowhere near over yet, Flindo. It's still a chance for him to make a comeback.
Yeah, it's a 13 virus difference for Ibar right now. Now down now up to 14, but the setups are there, and he's doing what he can. But it's peeking over at Packy though. Take a little peeky over at Packy, and a lot of yellow here for Pack, honestly. Oh, nice tee. Didn't see that at first. Thought he might actually go for the horizontal there on the yellows in columns 1 through 3. Didn't go for that. Had a different strategy in mind. Perfectly fine. But Ibar actually doing a good job to at least keep this deficit the same. In fact, he's actually brought it down to about, well, it was down to 10, but now it's back up to 13. So keeping pace with Packy, but got to turn on the Jets just a little bit if he wants to get back into this.
Yeah, it's looking pretty heavily like it's in Packy's favor here, but right now he just has a little bit of an issue, but it's easily cleared up again. Those yellows out horizontally, and actually cleared himself an opportunity to take that yellow out horizontally as well. Just needs the double blue's perfect. Just needs 2 more reds. There is one, and there is the other. Pack will be done level 10 at a 516, and I was about to say done to the thing that I realized it's still one more level to go. I know what bracket we're playing, really.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Look at all this blue for Packy. That's going to be interesting. We'll see if he is able to get those blues. Ibar needing blues himself, actually, but not just needing blues, but needing to get down to the blues. A little bit buried here is Ibar. This double yellow actually really nice for him. Going to be able to take that out horizontally as he does. Now has the opportunity to get that. Sees the blue in his next box, so prioritizes the red. 610 for Ibar. And he is looking at a 14 virus chase down. And again, keeping pace with Packy, just not
That set up
quite.
here. Look at this.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I apologize for interrupting there, but that was a big move that I felt needed a little bit of attention there.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Go for it.
And that's got a big advantage now for Pack. He's got a 13 virus lead, and I can see that a little bit of trouble might become for Eyeball soon because he has a road that's almost all yellowed and almost all red and almost like line by line, kind of because of the way the stairs are. It's really going to slow play down because it almost forces you, unless you're able to do a lot of underclears like this, to be playing single color Dr. Mario, and nobody ever wants to play that because it's just so inefficient. Meanwhile, Pack has done a great job clearing out most of the blues in his board, though he still has 7 more of them. Almost half his board remaining is blue, and that could make the difference going into these final 30 seconds or so, Flindo.
Yeah, and look at this. Ibar's brought the deficit down to just 4. Red blue would be very, very beautiful for him right now. We'll see if that is going to be in the cards for him. Not at the moment, but he still does have the opportunity to set up for that should the need arise. Packy, a lot of red, a lot of blue, just one yellow to speak of. Nice long red horizontal there for Packy, 619. It's very, very close here. Packy still has 3 blues to clear out and then 1 more yellow. Ibar really needing to get these reds out of the way. Has that horizontal when he wants it. I think the plan is going to be to clear that out. It's 802 for Packy and an 805 for Ibar. Man, I thought we were looking at a tie for a second.
Oh, yeah, and you can see the look on Ibar's face 'cause he realizes exactly how close that was. He can't believe it, and I'm sure most of the community can't either. And how close it was. That was an amazing first match. And here's the thing: I said first match. We got at least one more of those coming.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just the first crown. And we knew this was going to be a bloodbath. They're just throwing all the pills left and right, not throwing any garbage on each other because it's speed and not versus. But yeah, that was heck of a comeback by Ibar.
It was, and if they play like that in the next match, we may end up seeing not just a decider, we might see a tiebreaker in at least one of these here because that was amazingly, amazingly close.
Hey, I'm all for seeing more Dr. Mario between these guys as we have our 3-2-1 pills.
Looking at these boards early on, that is an awful amount of blue early on for Ibar, and hopefully he will get a fair amount to clear that left side out because almost all of his blue is at the top of the board on the left-hand side, and that could be an early nightmare you don't want to take care of. Though on the flip side, Packy's got a fair amount on the right side as well, and it just seems the middle of the board is almost devoid of blue for him. It's going to be pretty much two-color Dr. Mario for a fair part of this level unless he's very careful.
Yeah, both of these guys really are just kind of color dependent. And for Ibar, it's yellow and red. For Packy, it's the also yellow and red. Really, but Ibar taking a huge drop there down the right side of his board, but it's clearing stuff out for him. So I don't hate the drop time for him in this instance. Would love to see one more blue red for Ibar. See if that comes for him. Packy now, on the other hand, needing a lot of red of his own. Nice little clear there to get some stuff opened up for him. Yellow blue would be really great. There it is. Now is able to drop that and get the blue horizontally. God, this is close. Ibar now just needing yellow.
Yeah, I'll point out, by the way, that yellow that's currently in column 4, he did an absolutely amazing swim there in case it was needed later on for an undertuck, and I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that before, as Pack just needs one more red, which can be 141 for Pack and 149 for Ibar, and interesting boards for both of them. There's a lot of gaps on Packy's board, especially that column 7 just got one at the very top. In the meantime, Ibar had a very completely even top line, but has a huge, almost looks like a number 1 sized hole in the middle of his board that he just opened up to.
Yeah, and he also had a little bit of a gap on the right side of his board, which he's now kind of evened out, so it's not going to be too bad for him. But Ibar really desperately needing some blue to be able to drop this blue-red down, peeking over at Packy's side again. Packy needing a lot of blue of his own, Sarge.
Yeah, it's been a really tough match for both of them. It's the sheer amount of blue that they've been needing, and it's really slowing Pack down in particular as he tries to get these to continue moving his board down.
Yeah, now let's see. Ibar, nice play there. I like that. And I like the setups that he's got, getting those horizontals at the bottom, leaving those reds on the left. Now just any red will do, game. Come on. There's one. A double red would be ideal. Not going to get the double red, but is going to get a little bit of a yellow-red rush. He's going to be out, at least on our screen, before Packy. But yeah, he's out before Packy outright. And Packy just looking to get some sort of access to this yellow. Oh, and that double yellow is absolutely perfect.
Yep, he just needs one more pill here, and he will be out at about a 339 going into level 10. Though he is about 11 viruses behind, but look at the sheer amount of yellow on the board for Ibar. He's going to need to hope that he gets a lot of yellow rushes in order to fix this situation here, because this is not exactly the most ideal board, though neither one of them seem to be getting those, which these are the matches that really bring out who is the better Dr. Mario player, who can weather a more disadvantageous board than a pure speed board. And right now it looks like the advantage is, well, I was going to say the advantage is slightly Packy, but right as they say that, Ibar has taken a slight lead now in this match.
Yeah, Ibar would really love to see a double yellow right now. And he's not going to get it. Oh, now he's going to get it because, of course, he gets it right after he fires off the combo and gives himself a little bit of garbage there in his column 4. A blue yellow now would be really great for Ibar. We'll see if that pops up for him. Packy with a really nice drop into an offset fat log. And I like what he did with that red yellow in column 2, setting that up so when he clears all of this long horizontal blue, it's going to drop that red down, give him another horizontal. Oh, but no, he had a red there and didn't see it, and that temporarily drops it off. But he's able to clear that out. Not really sure why he went for the bracket clear. All he had to do was drop the red down, and Ibar out at about a 524, I believe it was. Packy out at a 528. Here we are in our level 11. Ibar has a chance to take his first ever crown off of our 2 seed, Packy 619, but he's got to stay ahead in this level to do it.
Yeah, and he's got very little yellow early on. In fact, he's going to struggle for yellow throughout this entire level. He's got it looks like 10 out of 41, and most of them are in the very clumped areas, so he's going to be taking them all off at the same time, which, that's not what you want to have, because it means that you're going to be playing, for the most part, you're going to be playing 2-color Dr. Mario, and that can really slow you down. As Ibar is just doing what he can with all the yellow pieces he's getting to make them as useful as possible.
Yeah, and I like what he's doing here with these reds, setting up the horizontal to get that drop triple right there. Really nice play there by Ibar. Gotta get rid of these reds, though. Still holding on to what looks like a slight lead, but again, we do have that 6 to 7 timer difference on our screens, and this is very, very close. Packy setting up for something very tall here. Just going to drop him down to 20 viruses remaining. And I think Packy has a very, very slight lead here over Ibar, but Ibar gets a really nice horizontal there. This is anybody's crown, folks.
Yeah, I see Packy setting up for a beautiful horizontal. And he's going to take these blues out and allow him. No, I thought you might try and take that out horizontally, but you have the option to take it vertically. You may as well if it doesn't give you any drop time. Right now, his only real area of concern is column 7 and 8. That's not going to be a very swift clear there, but he's going to most likely take those reds out horizontally, allowing him to... Ooh, I see what he's doing. He's going to try taking out all of them at once here. That's going to be perfect. Just needs one more red, and he'll be able to bring all this down, and he will be out, it looks like, at a 731. And that will make it 2-0 for Pack. He will move on to semifinal Sunday. Ibar out at a 742. GG's to both of them. Ibar, so close in both of them, but unfortunately just could not manage to finish things off, Lindo.
Yeah, and retaining that shutout against Master Ibar. Well, folks, that is it for today. Be sure to come back right here tomorrow on twitch.tv/thedrmc for our semifinals and our finals matches. It is going to be Don Vineyard versus LBB22 at the top, and at the bottom we have Influx versus Packy at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Convert that to whatever time zone you've got to. Thank you today to all of our runners, all of our commentators, of course, our fantastic restreamer, The Dave. Until tomorrow, folks, take your vitamins.